Welcome back to the Lost Jewels of Jahalizadh. Sorry that we've had some long downtimes at the beginning of these videos. We'll hopefully get that pared down. So, welcome back this time. Oh shit, hang on. I'm double casting. Sorry that we've had. Mute myself, hang on. That should not have been going. My bad. 1 second. I'm a pro streamer here.
Some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Technically, there are difficulties.
Very technically. We should be good now. Okay. Just a few. We should be good now, though.
So, are we starting off this with Maeve's character in the forest?
We're starting off because I didn't know when you would be back, so and then you
Cool.
came back just as we were flipping things.
I'm gonna go police my child and family. I'll return, murder everything.
Of course, because that's what Throm does. He murders everything.
Sometimes I make long-term plans to murder things.
Well, yeah, there's that, but then you end up murdering everything. Thank you for welcoming people in the chat for me, Maeve. Bring up the right screen.
And also, the camera is a bit crooked.
It'll be crooked. It's okay. It happens. We're not perfect. Alright, so where we left off with Maeve's character, Harana. She had been taken by the local druids, the ones who made that trap that she ended up in. They took her and put her in a cage and hung her from a tree.
Yes, all true.
Alright, they leave you up there for another night, so you spend another night in a tree.
Yay, trees.
And then one of the druids comes up to you. You can see off to your right there's a big bonfire and there's some druids hanging around it. And one of the druids kind of comes up to you and says, "So explain to me, stranger, why you were in that vile place up the mountain."
Well, I was on a job with a crew.
On a job? What kind of job?
A job to retrieve the lost jewels of Jahalizadh. I do not know why they were after them, but I just tagged along because they freed me from a near-death trap.
She just hisses. She's like, "And how do you know about the lost jewels of Jahalizadh?"
Well, they told me about them.
Who?
Well, let me list a few. Throm, the Fiend Slayer, that's actually his name. And the Druid, that's all we actually call him, actually.
Do you know the druid's name?
No, not really.
Do you know which tribe the druid is from?
He wore desert colors.
Desert colors. Alright. Anyone else?
That's all I can think of right now.
Did they say why they wanted the lost jewels of Jahalizadh?
They did not say why.
Random noises. Forest noises.
That noise just came out of her mouth.
She kind of crosses her arms and goes, "Well, if you think of any other names, let me know.
Understood.
Do you know where these people are going?"
As far as I know, they're going down the river to a coastal town.
You actually didn't know about the river.
I presume they're going down going near.
Did you have a map? This GM had on. Did you have a map?
Maybe. Let me check.
Because you weren't there with them when they were discussing which way to go, and you weren't there with them when they figured out that the river was there.
Yeah, the best you can do is say they went east.
Yeah,
They
that's
went
all you can
east.
say is
Oh,
west.
They went west.
They went
They went
west.
west. That's all I can really say.
All right, west. Duly noted. Oh my god, yes, so much yes.
Let me
What
see
is it?
this.
Someone found a wizard in a bag of whole gold gummy bears.
Nice. It's a bear wizard.
Huh?
He's barely a wizard.
Let me see.
Shh.
Ow. Wizard.
That's adorbs.
Okay, back to our thing.
Haha, wizard, you're out of spells. Now what will you do? I cast Maul. I'm not familiar with that spell. Oh god, it's there! Right.
I was thinking more along the lines of summon Maul. It's like, don't you mean summon like bear or some sort of like? No,
Oh god, it's
look,
a bear!
look, giant Maul falling from the sky.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
All right, so the woman crosses her arms and she turns around and she leaves you hanging there again.
Okay. Let me just jump in. Go ahead and leave me hanging.
So, you hang out there for a bit and you hang out there a few hours actually. They bring you a little bit lower and they give you some food through the bars.
Donka?
Then they put you back up to where you were at. They don't reply to Donka because they're not German druids.
I know. But as far as I know, it means things.
Yeah, they just like,
Word of thumb.
yeah, they just go about their business.
Mm.
Really paying you very little attention. And then the woman comes back and she asks you, so why did you wait in the forest instead of going with your friends?
I don't like them all that much, to be honest.
Were they cruel to you?
One of them was quite the oddity. You know the Throm I mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Quite the buffoon.
Buffoon, you say?
No, not exactly buffoon, more of a brute.
A brute.
Want to get some animal cruelty?
Interesting.
Animal cruelty. Got it.
For those of you streaming on places that don't have pictures, that is a T-Rex animatronic that's strapped to the back of a flatbread bed.
Flatbread!
Flatbread! That sounds tasty!
Yay!
Yummy T-Rex animatronic.
Yum. Okay, I'm drooling. Anyway.
Okay.
Fuck us! You have to fuck us.
So the druid looks up at you and goes, would you like to catch up to your friends?
Not particularly, no. I do have my own agenda to attend to.
And what agenda is that?
Well, all I know is I have this strong sense that I have to go somewhere. Don't know exactly where though.
You have a strong sense that you have to go somewhere, but you don't know where. That sounds awkward. Most people know exactly where they need to go.
It's almost
It
like
does,
that
doesn't
backstory
it?
is written poorly.
It would also sound awkward that I've died before.
Not very awkward. We know of people who have done that before, who have died and returned.
I've died in return multiple
We know people who have done that.
times. Cool.
We've actually done that to a person who's been able to do that. Killed them and they've come back. They've also escaped from us multiple times.
Oh, cool.
Always they were looking for the lost jewels of Jahalizadh. You kind of get the sense that there's magic in this glade.
Magic.
Yeah, you get the sense that you can feel it
Is that
just
a
moving around
magical
you.
aura?
It's probably what all these magic hippies are doing here.
No, not like that. But yeah, no, you can feel the just magic move in the air, almost like there are casters there and they're trying to do something, like maybe dispel any magic in the area.
Y'all get out of here. Go on, get.
Do you have any magic items on you?
As far as my character sheet says, no.
Okie dokie. So
Unless somehow that orc-sized battle axe is enchanted.
it's not. So the
Well, would her bow count as being enchanted? Because she is an arcane archer.
she's an arcane archer, but the magic comes from her, not the bow. She just channels it through the bow and the arrow. So that's a little bit different. So the woman lets her arms down and she sighs and goes, "Well then, now that we know that you're not the person we assumed we'd be capturing, what do you wish to do now? Miss, I don't know what I'm looking for and I don't want to go back to my friends. What do we do with you now? Do we leave you like a cage, like a little bird?
If anything, I would like to make peace with you.
And what would you do with us?"
Well, maybe. Perhaps stay.
Stay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna message you because this is... We need to talk, child.
This is like ambiguous. I guess the game will just go nowhere.
I'm like, cause yeah, we gotta talk, child. Let me message you. Give me just a second, cause this is a little bit going
This is a
nowhere.
little odd.
Yeah, if this character's just gonna stay with the druids, then this is not going anywhere.
I had I
She's
knew
made her choice. Let her live with it.
I know.
I knew a player that he would literally take the GM off the rails and go off and do something else. Be like, okay, so everybody's supposed to meet the king here in the city. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. What? Yeah, I'm gonna go on a trip to the northern lands. Why?
Okay, bye.
No, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna rob a bank too.
Okay. Well, bye.
Your character leaves and nothing happens.
Your character walks off into the sunset. As they keep walking, they notice that the game world suddenly is starting to get more poorly and more poorly rendered as they go on. Eventually, they're broken down into just a bunch of polygonal shapes. He keeps walking. All the color drains out of him. The world looks like a sketch. He keeps going into a white void of nothingness.
Eventually, he becomes the nothing.
Sorry, that part of the world hasn't been rendered yet. I mean, if the rest of the party goes there, you might get a chance to spontaneously poof back into existence, but until then, meh. Sorry.
So speaking of player motivations,
Yes.
I believe her to be determined player motivation was something that you wanted to create that was centric to the plot, but you never managed to sit down with her about it. Something
Bless you.
something lost jewels of Jahalizadh, something something important something.
Yes, and I asked her to write a little bit of a backstory. There was nothing written for me to add to. It's not my job to write her backstory for
I
her.
didn't say it was.
I didn't know what to write for a backstory.
Just start.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do either.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Communication, it's a thing.
Man, Led Zeppelin
You
reference.
like my plan?
Just communication breakdown.
So are you asking for a hiatus from the game? Because if you're not going back to your friends, they've got no reason to take you to
And
them.
Des isn't going to split the game forever.
I'm not going to split the game forever. So if
I
you...
do plan on coming back.
Ow!
When?
When? once I learn like helpful druid stuff.
Okay,
maybe.
so you want to multi-class.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay,
Multi-class. Exactly.
multi-class.
Yay.
Okay. That we can do, but that means you're not going to be going right back to the party. You realize that, right?
I understand that.
So it could be several sessions before you're back with the party.
I understand that.
At the very least.
I mean, you can leave, but that doesn't mean the rest of us have to be bothered.
And in 2 weeks, our schedules are changing
And-
the games are squishing together.
Yes, so what are we doing about that?
I don't know.
We have to talk.
Oh God.
We do.
What if he just walks out and shows up in a different game? And we're just like, oh, we're not having any of this. She shows up in the Cyberpunk game, and it's like, no, we just kill her. Well, loot her body, see if she has any stuff.
Well, everybody that's running in my Thursday Pathfinder game is really looking forward to ending or not ending, but pursuing the story. So that's not wanting to end anytime soon. So
Are you
we
chatting
could
at?
easily merge the universes into it, but I mean, there are
Oh, God,
there are
what have I
things
gotten
happening in
myself
that game.
into?
I'm sorry I couldn't be there for them.
Oh God, what am I getting?
So
You had God things to do.
I did. I had God things to do.
By the way, bad things happen to your God.
Aw.
We'll talk later.
Aw.
okay, so this is going to be the game that's ending, and we're going to pick up with your game.
I'm thinking that this game might go on either a hiatus, or we could squish the plot line into it, or
Or
one of
maybe
the two.
combine a couple
That
of
would be
games together.
interesting.
That would be very interesting.
Let's combine some of our games together, eh?
I've done that before. It's been an interesting experience. We're in two different worlds, right?
Yeah. So what we do is we combine the worlds, but keep the plots.
Okay.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
Anyways, back to the
l-
druid circle that went nowhere.
the druid circle that went in circles. The druidess, she motions to one of the other druids that's around, and you feel the cage being lowered, and it hits the ground. And the druidess walks over, opens up the cage, lets you out. So, you wish to stay with us? You wish to learn?
Yes, I do.
This will not be easy.
And I understand that.
We will not be easy on you. We will treat you as our own and work you as hard as our own.
Understood.
All right. If this is what you wish to do, then let us begin.
She
First,
gone full native.
firewood.
Fine, understood.
Go. Be back half an hour, as much as you can carry.
Okay, I go to collect the firewood with 30 minutes to do.
And then so begins your training.
Yay!
You know what next about this training is? Make him work her to death. And she'll get back up.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm back.
So for game tonight, are we just rolling like
No.
57 checks for
No, no,
gathering
it's-
firewood, or
Cue epic training montage while the rest of us carry on.
okay?
Look!
It's the Rocky
This is my montage!
montage.
Is she changing her
Yes.
class? What's gonna happen here?
she is multi-classing.
No, you gotta play Eye of the Tiger from Rocky.
You know when a season finale ends with a character going off and being lost, and then that actor or actress goes, I don't want to be part of the series anymore, and they just give them like a BS like, oh, and then they went off to do great
I have
things.
to go now. My planet needs me.
Pretty much.
Man, did you guys see that they're making another Creed movie?
Really?
Yes. And guess what? He's gonna fight Drago. Because of course he is. Because there's literally no other place that storyline could go that anyone who's a fan of Rocky would give a shit about. Except I want a twist at the end where Michael B. Jordan's character actually wins super easily. And this is because, unlike his father, this new guy, which is obviously not Dolph Lundgren, but it's like his son or something, is actually terrified of the idea of beating someone to death in the ring, and so deliberately pulls his punches. And so actually gets his ass beat by Michael B. Jordan's Creed's character. Because he's all like,
Have to-
yeah,
I'll
you know
be
how
right
my-
back. 1 second.
yeah, you know how my father was like a sociopath and murdered your father in the ring? Yeah, I'm not that.
And by the way, flirt!
What exactly was that?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
So anyway,
Oh, God damn it. It's peas and carrots and
So,
fucking
when I,
rice.
in Magic the Gathering card game, I drafted some of the Battleborn set that just came out,
cool.
and I ended
Anything
up with
good?
the Planeswalkers,
Ooh.
which are one red, one blue, and they say they can be your commander, and they have partners, so they can both be your commander.
Nice.
The blue one, its big blow up ability is he lets you copy any instant or sorcery spells you play.
Mm-hmm.
So every time you play one, you copy one. The red one's more notable, lets you copy any activated ability, which also counts as Planeswalker abilities are counted activated abilities.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I had our friend Brando make that deck, and then I just took all the aggressive nonsense out of it. He tends to be mean.
I saw a video on YouTube the other day. I didn't watch it, but it said, "Are humans OP?"
Yeah, kinda.
Looked at it and I'm like, yeah, for the spec, yeah, humans are really OP. Like,
It's that whole craft and make anything and then still stay alive regardless of the odds.
And the fact that humans actually have some of the best endurance of any creature on Earth.
yeah.
The only things that have better endurance than us are is aquatic.
Yeah, well, they don't have to move around as much.
No, as in dolphins, they can actually put half their brain to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Because apparently they require about 8 hours of sleep. They can turn half the brain asleep, swim for 8 hours, turn the wake up fully, and turn the other half off.
Wow.
Orcas can swim an entire day at full speed chasing something.
Yeah.
Hi, child.
Yeah, just like, I'm just gonna run for today.
I just like the idea of other animals, like, alright, I'm going to put points into claws and climbing, and like it's the leopard, and it's like, ah, look at those humans. Putting all their points into crafting. They're not going to get anywhere. Why am I in a cage? Why am I in a cage now?
What is a cage?
What?
They're speaking a language. Wait, they have language?
What the fuck? Wait. Why do they have... Wait, Animal Allies was a perk you can take?
Why can't I take animal allies? Well, you're an animal, so you don't get the allies for yourself.
Wait, what's the deal here? Why are you siding with him?
Food.
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 God damn it! What do you mean you're not called wolves anymore?
No, now we are called dogs. And I am a good boy.
Eat it. Get out of my kitchen.
You don't understand. The humans, they have houses, and we live in the houses, and they're warm. And when they're warm, when it's cold out, and it's cool when it's hot out, it's always comfortable inside.
And it's soft, and there's food all over the floors.
There's food.
And I get petting.
And they have these. I know it's weird because they have like the sauce. They have like the weird sausage things, but they like pet and they can scratch all the places I can't scratch.
And then the best part is when we get to go outside the house and sniff everything.
Mm-hmm.
You realize you could be outside the house right now and sniff everything. Yeah, but it's not as cool when you're not inside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they actually They actually found that all
Move
mammals,
it, dog.
like you've had it, they actually activate certain neurons in the head that are only activated by being petted.
Oh my god, it's an earthquake!
Something like that.
Something like that.
Or does someone's big booty
When I say all
hit
mammals,
in the
it
leg?
even applies to humans.
My bum can no
Yes.
hear it.
But you still moved the camera.
With your big booty. Why are you still adjusting it?
Cause I
Because I
have
have to
the
adjust it.
have the thing here. I have the live feed. You have the 30 seconds behind everything feed.
But I have the high ground.
I do have the high ground. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Oh shit. Well, I guess I can't win at this, so
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
try
Why don't
anyway.
you just go down the stream a little bit further?
I don't know. Can we just try talking about this then?
By the way, Mythbusters disproved it.
And so, as you see,
Out of my
Anakin,
kitchen. Out.
It was 50-50.
the Senator is indeed evil. And Anakin's like, well, I never actually thought about it that way. You're absolutely right. He is evil, and I was wrong to betray the Jedi Order. I'm sorry. We should work together again and to defeat him.
Wouldn't that have taken a
Anakin
turn?
could also have gone with the point of like, sorry, I killed a bunch of kids already, so
See, that was my
I'm
favorite.
kind of all in.
I'm kind of all in. I mean,
I
granted,
love
when I was a Jedi, I killed a whole bunch of kids, and the women and the children of the Sand People.
But nobody knew about
But they weren't
it.
Jedis, and nobody cared.
Yeah,
Now, even then, they were saying they were all dicks.
that's very
Let's
true.
face it, if people on Tatooine knew he did that, they might actually raise a statue to him. Because seriously, the same people.
He
were
didn't
massive
kill enough
dicks.
sand people because his son ended up in trouble with some.
I love the fact when they're fighting and they're like, Anakin, the Senator is evil! Palpatine is evil! And he's all like, from my perspective, the Jedi are evil. Which, first of all, it's clearly that was the first time that line was ever said out loud. Because somebody in the writer's room just wrote that and goes, yeah, that looks good. Second, I love the connotation of it, which is him acknowledging that he's wrong. But on the other hand, he's like, dude, I already murdered a room full of children. I can't back out now. I
Look
have
at
to
my
see
eyes.
this
I
through."
mean, look at my eyes. This shit doesn't go away.
All right, back to the present. All right, so I believe, did we end it with a short rest or a
Yes.
long rest?
Well, we were in the middle of the first watch of the night, and we were attacked by the
Okay, the
monkey
fish people. Yep,
We went back to sleep.
going
Oh
back
god,
to
we got
sleep.
attacked by sea monkeys?
No worse. Let me get you.
We got attacked by low-level water people, and after that couple whiffs and misses, I went, hey, I can just put down my weapons, grab one of them, force his head into his own spear, and I did.
Nice.
So the party got attacked by these.
Oh god, they're so ugly. Oh, good lord.
How ugly are they?
Would you like to come around here and take a look at my computer because I can't really move it?
Good lord,
is that?
look at that face.
It's I can't pronounce that. They need to give us pronunciations in the monster manual.
A Sahuagin.
Sahuagin?
Sahuagin. God, it's like a predator fucked an anglerfish. That's what it looks like.
Missing the little.
Yeah. God,
So-
it's like if a predator fucked a
I'd like to
deep
go
one.
ahead and roll knowledge
Yes.
of nature.
That's what it looks like. Oh god.
Maybe it's some spawn of Dagon.
Oh
I'd
god.
like to roll knowledge of nature to find out if I know
No tentacles.
the name of these
Cthulhu
creatures.
minus the tentacles.
Okay, you're rolling a knowledge nature.
Or survival, I guess. I don't know. I don't have nature.
Knowledge nature.
5.
I like your chat, your thing in the chat. Like,
Damn it.
Do excuse me, I now have to replan everything.
I do actually have to replan everything. Thank you.
What did you have planned out and you hate?
It don't matter now.
You don't get to know now.
You don't get to know now. It's
All the
done.
things
It's
that
gone.
involve
Bye.
You not staying there and doing nothing.
Exactly. Like I even named this episode a certain way because.
Alright, so I got 15
Let's do
toward
the naming.
Were we supposed to
15
come in and
plus.
kill all the wizard hippies?
probably.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
so I got a 19 total.
19
I'd be
total.
okay with that.
Okay, so yeah, you've read about these creatures before. You've seen their depictions in some books. The Sahuagin?
Who named them?
Some academic. Maybe they named themselves. They have their own language.
That doesn't look like a face
I
that
think
can
we
say
should.
Saswagan.
I'm
That
going
seems like
to
a face that can go.
propose this small group. I think we should rename these the.
It looks sort of cool. Yeah, I know, right?
Go away.
Get out from behind the GM screen.
So I'm
looking
going
at
to
the monster
propose.
manual thing.
I know.
I'm going to hurt my child.
Don't hurt me.
I want to propose to the party that we rename these creatures the ugly fuckface fish.
Pour myself a drink and feed myself dinner.
Char is just gonna bust out laughing.
No, I'm serious. They're named by an obscure academic, and it doesn't really quite describe them well enough. I mean, if you only heard their name while wandering the swamps or rivers, you wouldn't think to be afraid of these things, or prepare, or even to not stop here. I mean, granted, they didn't do much damage, but people should have a better description by their name.
Well,
I'm going to start writing a journal entry on this subject.
oh, thank you.
Oreos with mint filling.
I do like them.
Would you help me submit this academically? I was kind of kicked out of my local college.
I wonder why.
It wasn't murder. Lack of financial funds.
You know what an intelligent academic person is, right? You're like the opposite of that.
Did you know their name?
You're like some sort of shit-stained mongoloid. And yes, as a matter of fact, I did know their name.
And do you know the reason behind their name?
Can I roll history and say some bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 16 on that, so I rolled a 22. Is there a specific reason, or can I just make something up?
The specific reason is that's what the creatures call themselves. And that's the best way that people of our understanding and ability to speak, that's the easiest way that we can spell it.
You see, the creatures have their own independent language that is developed amongst themselves, and this is what the name they have decided to pick for themselves. Now, obviously, it's a butchering of what the original language determines what it is, but this is the closest approximation to that we have. So, of course, it doesn't match with any sort of actual linguistic sense, because it's not part of our language. It's our adaptation of their language.
That's like saying dwarves should be called dwarves because that's what they name themselves. But really, that's what we name them as human beings.
All things should
No
be
offense.
all things should be what they name themselves.
What do dwarves call themselves?
Thorlings.
Okay.
Each dwarf actually considers that he is just a smaller piece of the thunder god Thor.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna roll some bullshit, and you're gonna believe it.
I know my own people system.
Let me get out the player's
But I'm an
handbook.
academic.
Roll bluff.
Right?
One better. He has a high intelligence score. He can just remember the wording of a particular book better than you can remember your own history.
Yeah, I have an intelligence of 18.
Oh, so you and I have the same level of intelligence then?
Yes.
Okay.
But he was still fall for his bluff.
And history is one of my skills.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to bullshit him on that.
Nope. I got
Actually, I told him, actually, we call ourselves dwarves too. Humans and dwarves have been in negotiations and.
It translates differently in your own language. Because dwarf means something smaller. In the common language, it translates different in your language.
However, while we call ourselves dwarves, it doesn't mean the same thing.
Exactly.
In our language, it means those who dwell under the mountains.
Or
Roll
short
bluff.
people.
That's what you call it. That's what you use it for your
Well,
words.
that's what Goliaths call it. But anyways, we're getting off subject. The fact of the matter is these things should be able to call or name themselves. They should be called ugly fuckface fish, and I'm going to write a paper about it.
So should I call you stupid death mole then?
Okay, John.
Since you don't get to name yourself.
What?
How was the race dish?
That was good.
Now what I did to it?
Poisoned it?
Well, I'm just
tried using poultry seasoning. I
gonna
also
die.
used tahini sauce
Ooh.
and eel sauce. Came out really good.
Anyway,
That does sound good.
Fucking amazing.
What would I have to roll to craft an intellectual scholarly paper if you have writing tools?
Intelligence plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay.
What?
Because you are a scholar, even though you do swing an awful maul.
Well, I make some persuading cliff notes at a 12 and decided to pick this up later and decided to go to sleep.
You make an outline.
Yeah.
he's being awful.
Shadow, stop begging. Stop begging, stupid.
Okay. So the night progresses. Oh, come on!
God.
Maeve, seriously?
That was the dog.
No, it was also her.
I fixed it.
Close enough for government work.
Wait, this is being funded by the government?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
No.
What?
It's not the
Figure of
fat, it's
speech.
that. Anyway,
Okay. Alrighty. So you start on your paper. It's getting late. Who goes on watch next?
since I'm awake, I'll do it.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You go on watch.
Oh, we had described doing a double watch.
Yes. So who do you pick to go on watch with you?
Since we're all awake, I'll pick him since he's winning.
Shadow's just trying to look him in the face.
Yes, and I'm not letting him.
Sure, I haven't actually
Shadow's
done
just
a
like,
watch yet.
let
I'll
me
be happy
love
to
you,
do one.
man. Shadow's like, let me love him.
All right. So you guys take your watch. I'd like one of you guys to roll a perception check with advantage because you've got help.
One of us or both of us?
One of you.
You want it? What's
Go
your?
ahead.
Do you have perception?
Yes.
Then you do it. I don't have perception as a skill.
Buddy, come here, blonde baby. I don't want you listening to me.
Because
19?
food.
19.
He doesn't love me.
Okay.
So apparently, I give a 19. I mean, 21, 22.
Which
22?
19 do you pick though?
The one that looked nicer.
Buddy, what you doing?
All right.
Maeve, shush.
We're not playing with the dog. We're busy with things.
Considering your character's no longer in this you're
Session,
welcome
yeah.
to go out and hang out with your brother if you want to.
Nah.
High or low?
Dave diddled around. She got herself exiled.
So she was captured by the druids,
And join them.
and instead of given every opportunity to escape and forward the story and plot forward involved around her character, she went, "No, I'm just going to stay here for no apparent reason."
Except to
Actually
learn the
wanted to do
ways
a
of the
class?
druid.
Yes, because we don't have enough of them.
Because there isn't one in the party that can teach you everything already.
Yeah, I mean, all we have is
Okay, it's official. I'm a bit stupid. I completely forgot we had a druid.
Doesn't
I-
change the
I
fact
agree.
that I now have to rewrite the entire thing that I had going for the evening.
I'm sorry.
High or low?
Hi.
Okay. It's a pretty quiet watch.
Okay, then I proceed to wake up,
NPCs. So
You've got
here.
NPCs.
we'll wake them up.
Okay. Which ones?
I'll
There's Reggie, there's Shara, who's the bard,
Reggie
there's...
ought to go watch.
No, we
Wait.
didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh, so there's those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wake up, Reggie and,
The druid.
The druid. Nobody ever remembers his name. It's Tyrus.
Iris.
Oh, I remember.
No, you don't.
I'm just,
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We
I
wake up
prefer to
Reggie
call
and
him the
Titus.
druid.
Okay.
I hand Reggie a crossbow and a revolving torch and say, good luck.
Well, thanks.
It's alright, Reggie. I'm sure you won't actually find anything. And if you do, please let us know and we'll be happy to
God damn it.
Destroy
I
it.
moved past.
Very
Oh,
true.
That
all
microphone's
right,
also aimed that way.
Good night.
Yes,
Go
good
into the
night.
cabin, get into a hammock, and fall asleep.
Very much.
This heaven reminds me of the days of living in the old dorm. At least this one doesn't smell as bad.
Well, the windows are cracked.
Yes. Of course, bear in mind that I was next door to. Of course, bear in mind that my roommate at the time was majoring in apothecary.
Ooh. Shara goes, did anyone take any damage with the fish people?
You healed it already.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Did I take
No,
it?
you
No.
didn't.
No.
Okay.
I
kept
did more
shoot
damage
to the
to
back.
myself than the fish people did to me.
Really?
He managed to almost gouge his own eye out with a shield.
Oh my god.
You gouged out your own eye?
Not
He got a
really.
one.
Yeah, he got a 1. He got to pull from the crit fail deck.
Actually, I rolled.
Oh, you rolled the die. That's right.
The die was set up for crit success, and it never got changed.
Well, it can either be crit success or crit fail. It's generic.
Anyway,
All right. And their watch passes uneventfully. And then morning comes.
okay, so me and Throm here pull up the anchor,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and we start down the river.
All right. You start going back down the river.
I pulled the anchor by myself.
He pulled it up by himself.
Not 20.
Yeah.
You pull it up by yourself. No help needed.
You get a hug.
Thank you.
I'm sorry
Thank
you
you.
had
By the way.
to script everything.
It's okay.
Which way is the wind going?
Today, the wind is out of the north. And it's a warm, dry wind.
I search the memory banks and I see if I can remember there's a way to use the wind when it's not going directly with you. I want to remember that.
Okay. History.
I'm trying to climb through without getting a microphone.
Can I get a 14?
There's a way to do it. You're going to need some help, though, from the other members of the party to basically move the sail and tie it off properly.
Okay, I think I remember how to do something. I'm talking about my youth. Reggie, go up there and do this. You do this, and basically direct people to actually, for the first time, in like 3 days, unfurl the sail. Because so far we've been drifting.
So, yeah. Reggie kind of just climbs up the mast. You tell him to climb up there and...
No, I assume there's some
Yeah.
light rigging. So
Yeah.
but stop that. This is the boat ladder.
All right. But I've heard about pirates doing this.
It's secured at all 4 points. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Ah,
What
shit.
did Reggie say?
I've heard about pirates doing this.
You better not be turning to piracy, or so help me.
Hey, John, I need a
Don't
plug.
worry, I'm the
Does he
captain.
do that and fall off the rope ladder?
John.
He's kind of holding on with his
I
legs.
need a plug.
Okay.
If
What do
you
you want me to
give
do about it?
Plug me in because
Is it a 3-prong?
yeah, it's a 3-prong. Do you have the 3-prong?
I can rig something up for you.
Michelle, right behind you. Literally.
I
It's
can't
full.
use it. She's using it.
That's where I'm plugged in.
Oh, unplug the lamp.
No, I'm not unplugging the lamp.
No, here, I'll fix it. Watch this. I've got 2 things that are 2-prong, and that'll free up a 3-prong. The audio's about to go out. One moment. This is why I bring the second extension cord.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, audio should be back on.
Whee!
No, you don't want to think about bringing up
Allow
a
me
full
to
way for
test
yourself.
it.
Yes, I can. I just need to have the money to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get the materials to do that.
Actually, I did that recently.
Oh, I know how to do it. I've done it about 100
Yeah, I've seen
times.
my-
Audio is
Oh, okay.
in fact back on.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I've done it about 100 times. I can do it in my sleep.
Alrighty.
I know you have the skill, you're just doing it.
I insist on making my own. I haven't done that in over a year and a half. I want to do it again.
Hey, John, I want my mouse back.
Okay. What, like now?
Go get the boys dinner out of the oven and cook made some chicken nuggets, please.
Why can't she get her own chicken nuggets?
So does this mean we're going to go on a short break?
No, I think we can continue.
Can we
Yes,
continue?
continue.
Okay.
Or we can continue.
Okay, so we got the sales, and let's see how well I direct people to do that.
Okay, you don't have the leadership feat, do you?
No, I'm still instructing them how to do it.
Oh, come on, Shadow.
Shadow, you
He moved the map again. Alright, so, go ahead and roll me a charisma check.
I do need to move back.
Hang on, let me bring up the OBS.
Do they have a 90
It's,
left?
needs to go that way a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough.
I rolled a 13.
13. Okay. Well, Reggie has no problem going up and unfurling the sail and tying stuff off for you. Are you directing anybody else to do anything?
Yeah, direct, I heard it help do that too. I also go up and help.
Okay, so
Actually, I'm on the wheel, I can't.
you're on the wheel. So you direct Alicia to climb up and help with
Yeah, because you need
the
two
ropes.
people to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it.
Okay.
Babe. Come.
It might be easier to come around this way because of the microphone. Hey!
No, it was good. You just moved it in the wrong way.
Sorry. Don't murder me.
Is it too far to one direction?
Rocks fall. No, it's good. It's fine.
What is
It'll
that?
work.
Okay, I want to check.
Okay, so you guys go ahead. Roll me a dexterity check, please.
Alright. Would you do me the honors, Jason?
Sure, and you roll a 9.
Plus my dex.
So
which
you
is-
roll a 12.
Well, dexterity gets a 5 plus 9.
Your dexterity modifier is 9? How?
No, it's
Or
three-
5?
My dexterity mod is 3.
3 plus 9.
Plus 2
No.
is 5.
Dexterity by itself, no proficiency.
3.
Thank you. So that's 12. When I just asked for dexterity by itself,
Okay.
there's no proficiency.
Okay.
Okay. So, you struggle a little bit, but you manage to, figure out how it's supposed to go and get the ropes tied off. Reggie, it's hard to tell he's never done this before because he seems to be pretty good at it.
You ever been in a apprentice on a ship?
No, but we have to hitch horses, and we have to make tents and do all kinds of rope work.
You're good at this. You might want to think about a future in the Merchant Navy.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you.
At the very least, we're away from him. As I point to the corner where Throm's riding.
Yeah. Well, I won't have to eat dirt.
No, there's a lot of fish.
I don't mind fish.
But, by the way, when you get down, why don't you grab a fishing line?
Oh, yeah. No, I could definitely, I could do that. I could go ahead and, yeah, he climbs down from where he's tied stuff off, and there is a fishing line on there and some tackle, and he's going to try to fish. As Tyrus just sits there and watches him.
You have to roll the fish.
I'm just rolling a d20 and adding his survival, which is nothing.
It's almost like water's floating along, so he has a whole day to do this.
Yeah, so he's just kind of like got a like a tow line behind, just kind of sitting there with the line. Bring it up every once in a while, pull some grass or whatever off of there, right back in.
I was just thinking of how I could fish using Mage Hand. Technically,
I
I
would
could
make
just
you-
grab the fish out of the water.
You could, but you still have to catch them with the mage hand. So I would still, hello, child. Would still ask for a dexterity check because it's
I'd actually say a ranged touch attack.
range touch.
But
What
more
are
I
you
was,
trying to do?
Well,
more I was
there are
thinking
no.
along the lines of just sort of like sitting there reading a book and then having the mage hand operate the fishing line.
Oh, it could operate the fishing line, definitely.
Yes. Basically, I'm just having it hold there while I'm just
Or
sitting
know
there reading.
something?
Okay.
Actually, I don't even burn my middle finger. Look.
How?
Let me see.
You okay?
Are you flipping me off?
No.
She just said she burned her middle finger.
Well, I told them what I did to my middle finger.
Did you set the timer, May?
yes, I did.
Look at that, cut sealed nicely.
Oh, good.
Good.
That is good. That is the good one.
Okay, so as you guys travel, the mage hand catches some fish and puts them in a bucket. Is there anybody keeping watch? I know he's reading.
I'm not doing anything, and I'm suspicious of frogs, so I guess I'll go ahead.
Okay.
An eye on the horizon.
Mostly you occasionally look over the side of the boat.
Well, out of 12, I'm probably just looking at the horizon.
Okay.
Halfway through the day, I ask, who wants to volunteer to use the wheel?
What do you mean?
I mean, I want a break.
Oh.
Reggie goes, well, I could try.
Sure. Oh, the fishing line, come over here.
Okay. What's
Better
the-
not be looking to be a pirate, Reggie.
No, sir. No. The mage hand catches more fish than I do.
I give him a brief lesson how to steer a boat.
Oh, okay.
I guess that would be. Wasn't that history before?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a 15 to teach him how to steer a boat.
Okay. Let's see how well he does. He does pretty well.
Look at him. I think you're doing better than I was. You really might want to consider a future in the merchant navy.
Thank you. I'll think about it.
Thank you. I go down and I proceed to start cooking some fish for lunch.
Okay. Go ahead and... There needs to be a cooking skill. Why is there no cooking skill?
It's actually something that's part of survival. but
It
I
is
do
part of
have a
survival.
I do have a full set of cooking gear with me.
Yeah. Alright, so go ahead and roll survival with advantage because you have the materials.
18, 2. So I'll take the 18, which gives me a total of 19.
Okay, yep. You cook a very nice and flavorful fish dinner. It's just fish because you didn't say you added any vegetables or anything. You didn't go out and find
this
any
is lunch.
vegetables. Okay, fish lunch.
Yeah, fish lunch, I'll do something fancy for dinner.
Okay. So yeah, you basically like barbecue or something.
Delicious fried fish.
And you cook enough to feed everybody.
Thanks, dwarf.
Shara looks
I
at
have
you
to
and goes,
say that
he
I'm
has a name.
surprised.
I'm an adventurer.
No, I'm just saying, your kind normally doesn't go in the water.
I don't like it. But it's a whole hell lot faster than walking.
Well, if you're adept at it, you should consider it a career change.
Pirates are rogues too.
The best kind.
Reggie just kind of gives a small smile.
That's not what I meant.
Alright, so you guys, you do your lunch. And yeah, Reggie's doing a pretty good job steering the boat. Still doing a pretty good job. Alright, so after lunch, who does watch?
We'll have,
I guess I could.
no, actually, who's the other NPC? We keep saying the druid, but there's two NPCs there.
There are. There's Shara, the bard, and there's Tyrus, the druid.
Yep, well, sure I'll do it.
Okay, yep. Shara will go and stand watch. She'll stand up on the prow of the ship. She's
Buddy,
kind of looking up.
what are you doing?
He's trying to beg for food, but there's a door in his way.
No.
With a 2, Shara doesn't see anything.
Sure, we'll be perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, there's nothing out here. It's just a lovely day.
Did you notice the lovely horizon?
Oh yeah, the horizon looks great. There's trees on either side, and it's just going down the river, and then there's the mountains.
And all those sharp pointy rocks.
And all those sharp pointy rocks. Oh, they're so pretty.
I was kidding on the sharp pointy rocks.
Were you?
Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't see them anyway, so... Let me actually find the page I'm looking for. Alrighty.
I'm assuming being under sail will get us there a lot faster.
Yes, you are moving a lot faster under sail.
Good.
44. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna wing this. Screw the chart.
I think when I die, instead of having coins put on my eyes, I should put some D20s.
No, you put some D2s on. So I have to do is put a couple
So
D2s on.
Sharon is really gonna appreciate D20s instead of coins for your passage on the River Styx.
No, just D2s. Think about it.
Yeah,
Or
I know. I
D2s.
know what D2s are, except this one.
That's a really badly drawn D6.
No. It's a D2.
Oh, it's one of those that only has certain shapes you can do.
Yes, and this one's the D4. Made the same way.
What's really perplexing is the D1. No one's quite sure how that one works.
It's very
Daniel
single dimensional.
Make a D1.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you make a D1?
You do one of those paper knots where you flip it over into like an 8. So if you go down one side, it'll eventually wrap it throughout all the way around the whole thing. And
Actually,
you just roll write a 1 on it. No matter where it lands, you just go through it and it'll be a 1.
the better way to do it is there are certain shapes where it only goes. Or if you put it down, it'll automatically go and turn itself, light itself. There's one on top. We actually
Weevils.
Weebles.
They wobble, but they don't fall down.
Yeah, they make one of those, but it's stable on one side.
Yep.
And it's a 1.
Okay, that makes sense.
Have you
It's a
seen?
novelty die.
Have you seen the D6s that are a ball and they're weighted in the middle?
No.
It's like a marble, and you roll it, and it's weighted, so eventually it rolls, but it stops at one of the numbers.
Neat.
Anyway,
All right.
I'm gonna go tend to the annoying dog.
All right. So as you guys travel, the afternoon is wearing on, and it comes to the point where you hear, and it just kind of, you see a rope come flying past, and it just kind of like lands on the other side of the ship, like it came from like from the bank, and it lands on the other side, and then it starts getting pulled back, and you hear another one.
they're trying to grapple the ship.
Except they keep missing. And this one goes swoosh.
Actually, I see that. I pull out my war axe. My single war axe. I go to the side of the ship. And what are you doing?
And you can see some guys on the bank go, uh-oh. And some more guys come up and you see one, they've got a crossbow. This guy, they both fired. These other 2 guys fire, and one of the bolts just kind of goes splash.
You gonna
And-
alert anybody?
I'm assuming there are more than just these here.
Yeah,
No,
it's
there's
daytime.
ropes flying into the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see
How far away on the other side are they?
they're on the bank closest to where the ship is in the river.
How far is that?
30
So
feet.
they're shooting ropes across the ship.
They were trying to hit the ship. And one actually, this next one that fires goes, thunk, hits the ship with the rope.
Can I reach it?
Actually, I pull the hammer. Dunk.
You cut the rope.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to.
All right. The people disappear into the woods, and you can't see them anymore, but you can hear rustling in the trees as they run.
I yell after them. You're not very good at this.
We
You
should
can-
discourage them. Fire. I'm gonna set the trees on fire.
Okay.
We should discourage them by causing massive deforestation.
Okay. You
We
like
should
to.
punish them and the animals that live there,
Yeah.
and all the other animals, and any towns that are close to
Forest
the forest.
fires are healthy for a forest environment.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
So you're
Actually,
saying that
that-
I shouldn't do that?
Actually, they found that forest fires, or preventing forest fires entirely, actually makes the eventual forest fire that much worse. The reason why they do intentional burns these days.
Mm-hmm.
So please, light them up.
So you're saying that I shouldn't light the trees on fire?
I'm saying you should.
Okay.
Okay.
I set the trees on fire.
You set the trees on fire.
I use firebolt.
Okay. You attack the trees,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say you hit the trees.
For massive damage.
You hit the trees. It's fire. The stuff's gonna catch.
Yes.
So yes, the trees you hit, they start to burn, and it starts to spread, and things start to burn. And as the ship is going down the river,
I'm assuming we're going a lot faster than the burn.
you are going a lot faster than the burn. But there's a tributary that comes in from the trees and merges into the river. And you can see coming down the tributary, there is now a ship powered by rowers that's closing on you. You can see that there are the four archers standing on the prow of the ship with their crossbow bolts.
Hey, we have 2 anchors, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the smaller one too.
Okay.
No.
Too late.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. Let's see.
Actually, I'm going to cast a flaming chromatic orb at the base of their ship.
At the base of their ship where the water is.
Yes. Basically, I'm at the water line, hit it there, so it'll do one of two things. It'll either catch the ship on fire, or burst through the ship itself. In which case, they have a hole at the water line.
Plus, they'll have a bunch of mist.
Yeah, there's gonna be fog, but you realize that part of the ship is wet, right?
It's still wooden, and most ships used oil-based products for their sealants, particularly near the water line. They catch fire really easily.
There were a lot of sap involved.
Resin.
Resin. That's the name for it.
Yeah,
Which
there's a
is
reason why
stupid
fires are highly controlled on ships, because they catch fire really easily, particularly the old ones.
Okay.
And they tried all these things in the Mythbusters where they tried to set fire to the ships with sun and mirrors.
We found that, yeah, you could do it, it just takes a while, but yeah, those things all highly flammable. Yeah, me choosing to do this with fire, good choice.
Okay, everybody attacking that ship, go ahead and roll me whatever rolls you need to light things on fire.
I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the ship to get close enough. So
Because these archers are going to start firing.
well, I'm going to take cover with my anchor and wait to get close enough that I'm not gonna throw an anchor in the water. Like
How far away are they?
Yeah.
They are closing. Like, say you guys are here on the map, and say the tributary is coming in from this side.
Here, use a green die for the tributary.
A green die on the green background. The tributary is coming.
Here, use a red die for the.
So the tributary is coming this way into the river.
Okay.
And you guys are in this part of the river. I don't have a boat to put here, so I'll have to bring a matchbox next week.
Anyway,
But the tributary is coming here. The boat is closing with you guys. It's probably
Actually, I've changed my mind. You know why?
here.
They loot that boat.
Okay.
I'm not going to open fire on it.
Okay, well they've opened fire on you, and 2 of the crossbows have hit the boat. then a third is going to go
Make
ahead,
your food's ready.
or fourth is going to go ahead and try to
So we
grab
can go
it.
lines
Did
attached.
anybody serve
Huh?
Alex his
Even though
dinner?
lines attached
Yes.
to that.
Yeah, lines attached. There's ropes attached to it. They hit the aft of your boat, and then the next one that comes that hits is a grappling hook, and it hooks around the gunnel at the back, near where the person steering stands.
I walked to the back of the boat. Okay, I went to the back of the boat. Take
Am
mine.
I still in your way?
No, I'm kind of lost in translation.
I proceeded to take my halberd and start cutting the lines.
While you're doing that, I cast Firebolt at the crew. I rolled 21.
Okay, hits.
Good.
Roll me some damage.
Okay.
There's
Give me 1 second.
yeah. There's multiple members of the crew, so
I figured.
it's not a very small ship, but it's not quite as big as yours. But there's still like 8 of them on this boat.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna wait for them to get within the 10-foot range. I'm gonna keep cover. In fact, I'm gonna try and roll stealth so they don't see me. I'm gonna take the anchor and throw it at the center of the boat. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna keep hold of the line in case if it doesn't go all the way through, so I can grapple it and lift their boat out of the water.
Yeah, if there's 8 of them, it's a pretty big boat.
Okay.
Your boat can hold 15.
I'm saying their boat.
Yeah, their boat's not as quite as big as yours.
Okay. Well, then the anchor's not gonna work. I'm just gonna wait till I'm within range to jump onto their boat then.
Isn't that Maze? Isn't that Maze food?
Yeah, it is.
What are you doing?
Eating your food.
Eating your
Stop
food
it.
because he's an ass.
Well, you didn't get it when it went off, so.
Hiss.
And I am forgetful. Like I have food in front of me. I wonder why.
All right. So do you just hit one, or is that damage on more than one?
Well, I was just sort of aiming for like the center of a bunch of them. I'm just like, firebolt there.
Okay. You can hear them go ah as they get hit by fire,
Good.
and they start trying to pat themselves off
One guy dives out the side of the boat into the water.
with a Wilhelm scream. I can't do a Wilhelm scream. Ah! Close enough, whatever.
The Wilhelm swing.
The Wilhelm scream.
I don't know that.
It's in every movie ever.
Yes, it's that one scream you hear in every movie.
Yeah, it was originally considered to be an Easter egg with the sound engineers. Then people started noticing it. Now people just pay attention to it.
Yeah. Like, oh, there's the Wilhelm scream. Wondered when that would come.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna wait for them to get close enough that I can jump.
That one.
That's,
Oh, okay.
That dates back to like the 1950s.
Now we have the sound effect for it. Now you have to play it every time someone says
Oh,
the Wilhelm
hush.
scream.
anyways.
No.
I'm trying to
Okay,
get past this
so-
without moving anything.
It is gaining, and you said you started cutting at the grappling hook rope?
Yes.
Because the other ropes hit the ship too low for you to get.
I have a 10-foot each.
Albert.
That's right, halberd.
How far are they right up to next to the ship now?
They're not right up next to the ship. They are closing, though, because they've got rowers, and even though they've lost one guy, they're not within the 10 foot of your ship yet, but they're closing. And they're pulling, back in the ropes, and there's one guy that's tying them back onto arrows and grappling hooks, and they're gonna try again.
You know,
As-
I think we can take them. You guys think we can take them?
I think we can take them.
I know I can.
Okay. Throm, throw up the big anchor. Secure the masts. Oh, sorry. Secure the sails.
I'm not throwing out the anchor. I'm throwing at me.
No, I mean, we're laying anchor.
Stop talking to me.
Fine. I'll walk over to the big anchor. Toss it over the side.
Reggie's like, I'm driving, so I can't do anything
know.
with the sails.
Her.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Secure the sails, please.
I want you to roll me a
Okay.
dexterity check.
I rolled a nat 20.
Can someone
Even
roll
though he's
for
talking to me, I
please?
rolled a nat 20 for myself.
What are you rolling?
To
A
do.
D20 for
I'm
my guys.
hiding, waiting
You rolled
after
19.
the
Okay.
ship, waiting for them to get close
Good job.
enough that I
Okay,
can-
you hide so well that your party can't see you against the
Like he
wood.
was
19.
talking to me, but he didn't know where I was at.
Awesome.
No, I was doing a general.
19 plus 3 is like a
22.
22.
Okay, like a seasoned sailor that you are not, you scamper up and you secure the sail, pulling it up with the ropes, drawing it in and tying it off, so that the ship doesn't go too fast, too far out of control.
Yeah, that combined with the anchor means we're coming to a complete stop.
Who puts down the anchor?
I said I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to toss the anchor out. Pulling it in, that's the tough part.
Yes.
How far away are they at this point?
They are 10, 20, 30, 40 feet.
Fantastic. I cast Shatter on the center of their ship. There's 8 of them.
There is
Fuck them.
that you can see.
Yeah, no, I just go, see, center of that ship and fuck you.
What does Shatter do?
I'm looking it up right
Structural
now.
damage to
A
any
sudden,
type of,
loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of a choice within range. Each creature within a 10-foot radius centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw, and a creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
It also does extra damage to constructs and crystalline creatures.
Yes, it
No.
does. Oh, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's within the spell's area.
Ooh.
Shit.
So if he does enough damage to the ship, that thing just might crack part to pieces.
Yes, that's the plan.
Yeah. All
I
right.
want to kill them all and loot the corpses and the ship.
Yes,
All
I
right.
know.
Go ahead and roll your 3d8.
I'm pretty sure that the ship's not going to be a ship.
But I have to make Constitution saves for the crew.
16.
Okay. What's your DC?
My DC?
Mm-hmm.
Was that?
Your spell save DC.
14.
14?
14.
He makes it, he makes it, he doesn't. So that's 1 fail. 2 fails. 3 fails, 4 fails, 5 fails.
That'll
6
keep some
fails.
cluster up.
That'll teach them to go after the magic boat.
Yes.
The magic boat
Yeah, try
is
and
a
be a good
little
hero
old
to get
place
them.
where...
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think you've realized this, but fuck you. I'm a wizard.
That is pretty much it.
Fuck you, I'm a wizard. The whole story.
Yes.
Look,
You sure your name is interesting?
Fuego!
At this point, it's looking like it.
Your new command word has got to be Fuego. Okay. So how much was your damage?
I rolled 17.
17. Okay, so
So even if they make their saving throw, they still take half that.
1, 2, 3,
Down it, up or down?
4, 5.
I don't know.
Up.
Okay then.
17. So that is gonna be 9. So the remaining guys look really badly hurt, and you can see their boat looks like it's starting to take on a little bit of water. And from underneath tarps, 2 more guys pop up, and they're just kind of like holding their heads, like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that's what Shatter does. Also, it's everything within a 10-foot radius of the center of the boat
Yeah,
takes that damage.
yeah.
Which means you also see a bunch of fish float up.
Yeah, you do see some fish kind of start to come belly up, and
From one guy that was accidentally snorkeling.
yeah, no, he's one of the ones that is now floating. He's a floater now.
The one guy who decided to jump
Wizard.
into the river.
He didn't decide to.
I look at him and go, nice. Very nice. I pull my crossbow out,
Thank you.
take careful aim. And
One of the guys is like, no, everybody go! Reverse!
And I shoot one of the doors.
Okay. All right. Roll to attack.
I will 10.
Roll the 10. Okay. Ding. It hits.
It hits the oar.
It hits the oar. Holy shit! Row faster! Must go faster! Must go
Actually, no.
faster!
I noticed the lines are still attached because they're not paying attention.
You cut them.
No, I was trying to cut them. And I
Okay.
stopped. I figured, you could loop them. So I cut like half, then change your mind. I reach down with the halberd. I pull up on the rope,
Uh huh.
and I actually tie it off to us.
So, George, just throw the ropes overboard! Throw the ropes overboard! No!
How close are they?
They are going the other direction. They are starting to go like this.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna start.
He's gone ahead
Now-
and.
So I get a 7.
I'm gonna use my strength and I'm gonna start pulling that
And I get a
rope.
17 to do the same thing.
So you guys start pulling up the damn ropes. They're like.
I just got a nat 20.
And unfortunately,
I just got another nat 20. I don't know what's wrong with my
they're
dice
so
today.
taut, they can't undo the knots.
Wait.
Nope.
Wait a second. I'm gonna make this even better. Give me a second here.
Holy shit! No!
Reverse piracy.
Reverse piracy.
Sorry, one second. I gotta check the range on this. I'm pretty sure this will work. And if so, this will be fantastic.
I found an online thing for vessels, boats, and hit points. What would you consider this? Would you consider this a barge?
What's the one up from Barge?
I don't know.
Now, barge would be pretty big. That's
Is this 5th edition?
I believe so.
not miles.
Um.
Much.
So,
Yeah, that's just the setting. That's where we're at.
so we've all agreed we're going to loot them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. I cast sleep.
How many hit dice does it affect?
I get to roll 5d8, and that total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
Okay, roll.
Alrighty.
Ships.
And you guys
119.
get all 8.
8, 9, 10, 14, 15, and that's a 7. 7 plus 15 is 22.
So they're all asleep.
Yeah, because each of the 5 of them only had 2 hit points left. Thank you.
See,
The
this
ones that are still alive, because they only have 11 hit points.
This is exactly how sleep is supposed to be used.
Yes.
Uses on massive amounts of low-level creatures. So yes, okay, so yeah, within 20 feet of a point I choose within range are affected by it. So I go center of the boat again, sleep.
Yeah. They're running. Go faster! Go faster! They're just slumped over their oars
We
asleep.
continue to pull the boat up. We actually lash it to our sides.
See, Reggie, this is what happens to pirates.
Alright! Duly noted.
Oh, this has just been fantastic.
You're loving it.
Oh, I fucking love it. See, sometimes it's really fun to be a utility wizard.
It is.
Give me just a second, because I don't know. Looks like this might be considered a keel boat. I don't know.
Yo, let's steal their cannons.
Actually, yeah, a keelboat would be about the right size.
Yeah, keel boat,
I
I
don't think
think.
they're gonna have any cannons, but they got
They don't
blue
have
steel.
cannons. I'm just looking to see if there's a description of the keel boat in here in the
I know
Dungeon
what a keelboat
Masters.
actually is, so.
Yeah. The options in the Dungeon Master's Guide for airborne and waterborne vessels are airships, galleys, keelboat, longship, rowboat, sailing ship, warship. This is bigger than a rowboat and smaller than your ship, so it's probably a keelboat.
I'm not
Yours is a sailing ship.
It doesn't really tell me what edition this is, but
Close enough.
We're out of combat, but according to this, for a keelboat. that's a
So
joke.
yeah, you did damage to the boat, but it's still seaworthy. It's not taking on water too much.
It's leaking.
It's leaking. It has 100 hit points.
Great.
So So it's not. It's leaking a little bit, but it can be easily repaired.
So let's quickly loot them. Then we'll unlash them, unlash their ship, push them down the river, and then they'll all wake up going, "What the fuck just happened?"
And meanwhile, and then they'll check themselves, and we just got rolled.
We just got
So about
rickrolled.
50 hit points. So we didn't do enough to severely damage it.
No.
17 hit points, barely touched it.
Also, you guys can go ahead and check them. They're only going to wake up if you actually take an action to slap, attempt to wake them up, or do damage.
So we can completely roll the bodies.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
There's 5 of them. 5 alive, 1 dead in the river, and 4 dead in the boat.
The one that was dead in the river already floated by.
Are we,
So
Oh, yeah.
are
He's a
we
waste.
going to a town where we can turn these people over to?
actually, they might have a map in the boat.
They might. Why don't anybody who's doing a check for loot on the boat or
I'm
the
gonna
bodies?
be doing us fully armed, by the way.
Okay,
Close.
of course. Go ahead and roll investigation. Anybody who's rolling the bodies and rolling the boat.
Are you two,
24.
are you two guys going on there and rolling the
I'm
boat?
going on there.
Yes. I lower a rope ladder down the side and you go onto the boat.
I got 60 plus 2, so 18 intel.
Okay.
Wait,
Good.
investigation? That's intelligence. isn't it?
Yes.
Never mind. That would be a 20 intel.
Okay. And you got a 20 what?
24.
Okay.
Good. I'll watch from the boat.
All right. You keep watch from the boat.
I
And-
tell Reggie, I pass my crossbow to Reggie. Reload this and cover us.
All right. And he gets ready to cover you. And you guys go down onto the boat, and you pat down each body. You take whatever they got on them. One guy's got like a locket that's got a picture of a lady in it, and
Is it gold?
it's kind of like tarnished, kind of pewter-like metal, like cheap.
Leave it alone.
And keep it.
And they've got a little bit of money on them. Between them all, you guys will go ahead and get 30 gold,
It's not bad.
41 silver, and 14 copper. They don't seem to have too much on them. They've each got a short sword and a crossbow.
There's a total of, we said, 8 originally, then like an extra 2.
So there's 10, there's 9 short swords because one guy's in the river, 10 crossbows,
Take their weapons.
40 bolts,
We don't want them to do this to anybody else in the boat. Anyone else in the river.
The swords are easier to carry than crossbows.
We have a boat.
We're just gonna put it in a sack and just throw it up on the boat.
yeah,
How many crossbows?
10 crossbows because the one guy wasn't holding it when he went into the river.
I was thinking just have these things sitting ready at the side, so, crossbow.
Yeah,
crossbow.
yeah, but he
I
was
like
like,
that.
whoa.
How much? How much bolts?
40.
40.
We also take a lot of the rope.
You take all of their rope. Some
Anything
of
that isn't being used.
yeah, so like the ropes have been cut. They're like uneven pieces. You basically, if you put them all together, you would have about another 300 feet of rope worth of rope, all in random cut pieces.
Nice.
Not really
Rope is always helpful.
If it's easier, you guys can just hand stuff up to me. I can actually put it on the boat using mage hand.
nothing. Alright.
It can only lift 10 pounds.
Actually, what we do is I take some of the rope, I tie the weapons together, then use the mage hand to grip the rope up there, then it just holds everything else up.
Mage hand can't attack or activate magic items or carry anything more than 10 pounds.
Exactly.
No, but you
Carry
can
the
lift the
rope.
end of rope up.
Well, yes, but also I was just taking a look here to see how much a crossbow weighs, and a crossbow only weighs 5 pounds.
Oh, so you can take them up individually. Okay.
One at
Yes.
a time.
Yes, so my thought is literally it's just like crossbow, grab, boat, grab, boat, grab, boat.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, easily.
So
I'm betting they have a base nearby. Do you want to go looting?
No.
I was taking these provisions they have.
Anyways,
maps.
did we find a map?
All right. You do find a map. There are not provisions, so you can assume that there is a base nearby.
Okay. So on the map, does it have any lawful abiding city that of any type nearby?
You can kind of see some markings on the map and some dots along what looks like a river,
What do I have to
but
roll
the
to decipher it?
markings on the map, I'm gonna say you don't know it. You don't know the language.
I mean, I could easily use comprehend languages if I remembered
Is it
it.
Thieves' Cant?
It is Thieves' Cant.
I speak that one. And what would that be under?
Well, you speak Thieves' Cant, so you can read it.
To interpret the map.
Oh no, you speak Thieves' Cant, so you can read it as if it was common.
Okay, so
So you don't have to roll anything.
let me see that.
All right.
Is
You,
there any lawful cities nearby?
Well, it
that
says
we're
don't
headed
go
towards?
here, so let's go there.
so you do see a what looks to be a marking for a town, and it's got like it doesn't actually say the name of the town, but it's got a marking and it says small town here, and you can see a marking where it looks like base camp is here.
Let me get that's where the vote was.
Yeah, so you
So
can you follow it up the tributary on their map. It's a local map. It's not a map of the region. It's just a little
Okay.
local one.
So do you think these bandits would be wanted by the local town magistrate?
Yeah, probably, but not worth much. But you know,
Also, I do want to point out that there's a lot of them still alive. I mean, we'd have to wrangle 6 people.
You're right. It's not
Five.
worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
5 people? That's still a lot of people for
Yeah,
us to
you're
travel.
right.
how far away is the town?
Okay. It looks like you might be able to reach the town by nightfall. It's right on the water.
So yeah, we can get this by the end of the day.
Alright, well,
Who has the more persuasive argument, him or him?
Roll insight.
well, personally, I was personally thinking that we'd take all of their shit, leave them asleep on the boat, and then maybe set the boat on fire, and then set them off to drift.
What is your alignment?
I am lawful neutral.
17.
You're right. I'll just take their shit and let them drift on the boat. I will not set them
I
on
was
fire.
thinking, let's go to the base camp right over there, according to this map, and loot it to the ground.
How far away
It sounds like a lot of time and effort
It's like
for very
it's
little
like
reward.
It's-
800 feet away.
Is it
It's
really?
not. It's not 800 feet away. It's maybe like a mile or two up the tributary, but it's upstream. You would have to row based on the wind.
Half a day's effort, and we get loot.
But you wouldn't be able to reach the town before nightfall.
And we haven't been able to sell the loot that we have. We traded it for this boat, which was nice. But
I pat the side of the boat. Nice boat.
It is a nice boat.
you need to name it, Orf. I'm good at naming things. I could name
I
it.
shall name it Sylvana.
Okay.
The elves all nod. Fitting.
Yes, the kill 'em all Sylvana.
Anyway,
Bonus points to understand the reference.
Nope.
I don't get the reference, but I suppose if you guys want to go to the base camp and start raiding, I got a bunch of spells ready, so I can do it.
I'm betting this is probably all of them.
You don't know. It
I'm-
doesn't say on the map how many there are.
Yeah. I mean, Baron, so let's see, we got 10 guys in a boat, right? So these guys are like river bandits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're, they're highwaymen. They don't seem particularly well armed or terribly well organized.
Nope.
They just sort of pick off boats on the side of the river. I mean, we completely destroyed them with 2 spells, and they couldn't do shit all against us. So
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's going to be tough getting there, and then we'd have to travel back down the tributary, and then try to go to the town at night. But
Josh, high or low?
low.
Yeah, I'm persuaded by your arguments, and I decided to go with your plan.
So we're not doing it.
And I speak for you. I speak for you. I speak for you. I say yes. He's got a good idea, and I got a 13 on my persuasion.
Okay.
I like his idea. Let's go with that.
So yeah, I go with this idea too. So we decided to, actually what we can do, we can tie the boat up to our boat, and just trail it behind us. We can sell the boat when we get there.
It's still seaworthy.
Alright, sure.
They were asleep. How long are they going to be asleep?
It doesn't really say. Let me double check sleep here. Let me just double check the rules. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Let's see. Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage. It doesn't say.
DM discussion?
From all it says is that
Duration.
the duration of the spell is a minute.
So there'll be. We've been talking for a minute. Are they awake? Well, we could do this, or we could go do that, or.
Yeah, they start to wake up now.
Oh!
Assuming you told us that, so we tied them up.
Yeah, I would have told you.
No,
Loot quickly.
I like
don't
my
rest.
idea better.
Okay, so, all right. So you have all these little odd pieces of rope. You can probably easily tie them up.
Yeah.
So they just kind of start waking up like, what happened? Where are we? Oh shit. They see you two. You've got your halberd axe, and
just sitting on the ground. It's tall. It's like twice the height I am.
and they see him. He's like twice the height you are, and there's like, oh shit. We don't know anything. You can take everything.
We already have. Oh, I'm sorry. Almost everything. I snapped the necklace off the guy that had the necklace.
No. Sherry gave that to me.
Is she in the local town? We're going there. You're joining us.
Don't hurt her.
No, we're turning you in.
Oh shit.
What?
Yes, each and every one of you is a bandit and a criminal, and you deserve what's coming to you. So you'll be taken to the local town, or you'll be turned to the local magistrate.
Aww. And it's just like, all just like, huh.
Tell him, Reggie, it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could be eating dirt.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
But I gotta admit, the benefits are great.
Anyway,
But the jails have like food and stuff.
The jails have real food, but they don't give you weapons in the jail, do they? Aye.
anyway, let's go ahead and tie the boat, drill the boat, and we'll get going.
I'm gonna stand guard over the prisoners.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go ahead and climb the boat.
I'm
back
gonna
up
just
to
stay in the boat. I'm gonna go ahead and use prestidigitation.
Okay.
Pat, get a momentary patch of any leaks in here.
That doesn't last long.
I know, so I'm gonna keep casting it. And I'm gonna make that guy blue.
Why?
You can.
Why not? It's prestidigitation. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Doesn't it like only last an hour or
Create a
something?
non-magical. Let's see. Color, chill. All right.
Duration
Create a
up
non-magical
to an hour.
treatment or illusionary image in my hand. Lasts until next turn. I can make this. No, I can't do anything. Plus, I can. Yeah, prestidigitation doesn't let me do anything to fix leaks. Never mind.
Well,
It's a
actually-
slow
You
leak.
guys are doing your thing.
Go into my room and quit being obnoxious.
This is the first time I've said something.
Okay, I apologize. Go into my room and don't be obnoxious.
Harmless illusionary
Boy.
effect. Instantly stop inside out. Clean or soil an object.
Well, we really don't have anything for your character to be doing right now. You're
For now.
doing mundane tasks at the behest of
This
the
is
druids.
what happens when you split the party and you don't do anything to advance the storyline. Let this be a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Yes, take my comments in Twitch chat at heart.
No, I thought prestidigitation allowed you to mend stuff.
No, that's mending.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, it's technically
Okay,
mending.
so we go ahead and have
I know why this
the other people set the sails again, and we start going to the river.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you put the sails out
And
again.
of course, I put up the anchor.
Okay. Yeah. Roll strength.
Nat 20.
You pulled the anchor by yourself.
Everybody's rolling nat 20s on anchor
Damn,
You're just like,
that's a swole ass dwarf.
These might be like anchors of critical hit or of true strike.
You make
When I was rolling stealth, I rolled a nat 20 on stealth because I was holding the anchor. I pulled up the anchor on a nat 20. He pulled up the anchor.
Anchors are lucky.
what
Maybe
if
you
make
should
anchor
put.
chucks. It's just
Maybe you
it's
should
just a
put emblems
chain
of
with
your of
anchors on
anchor.
each end.
Wouldn't that be like kind of like a Morning Star ish?
It's got an anchor on
It's
each
an
end of
evening
it,
star.
so I guess I don't know. I guess it'd be like a double-sided kami-sama, but
Anyway,
it's an anchor.
we said you go down there and do we reach the town?
Oh yeah, you
At
reached.
the very least, I know it's a weapon pop I would wield.
All right, yeah, you reach the town, and you know those river towns where they're all kind of like built on stilts over the river.
Yes.
Yeah.
This town seems to rest entirely on the river,
Oh, like Lake Town.
like Lake Town. Yes.
Cool.
There are some buildings off on the shore, and everything's connected by boardwalks.
As we start going up, I had them close the sails,
All right.
and I shout out, "Hello, the town!"
And you can see that there are docks along the wide part of the river where you're coming down. And you can see that there's a guy standing at the end of the dock with a hooded lantern. And he kind of holds it up to you and he goes, "Hello, the vessel! This one."
Gotcha. I have people go use the oars to actually get us in position.
Okay.
Dock.
So yeah, Shara and Tyrus will get on the oars and help get the ship maneuvered. And if you're steering, Reggie's going to go and help them as well.
Yeah.
Roll with advantage.
That's one.
Not 20?
Yeah, the first one was a 7. The second was 20.
You both are blessed tonight. What did you sacrifice to the dice gods to get such good rolls?
Sacrificed a small knave.
What?
No, what she's running, she got better.
What?
Plus, we have a lucky shadow foot.
I don't understand.
Okay, so you expertly maneuver the ship into the port, and the guy with the lantern has a rope, and he quickly hooks it around. There's the little cleats on the ship. He hooks it around the cleats, like he's done this a million times, and he probably has. And he helps to pull you in, and then ties it off.
I help do everything.
I go and help because the ship what is falling behind probably ends up bumping.
Yeah, it bumps the
I go ahead
dock,
I
and
go ahead and move pulling the ship along the side.
Yeah, it
move
kinda, like,
around
bumps
to the other side.
Yeah.
Closer to the docks, so we get tied out instead of on the back of the ship. Get tied off closer to the docks.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he hooked it around the front of the ship when you guys came in.
Yeah.
By the way, have you been having problems with river bandits?
Yeah, sometimes they waylay the
Go
barges that come in from the fort.
How much for the dead ones and how much for the live ones?
Well, maybe they should go see some clerics.
No, this one's dead. So,
Uh,
that one over there is alive though.
Yes, sir.
So if the dead ones are more worth more,
They
then hold up
attacked
my
us
maul.
and it didn't turn out well for them.
Yes, sir. Could you
I'm
please
going to
direct us
call
to
the
local
magistrate because that's murder.
They attacked us.
Yes, but I don't know that.
And I said it. They attacked us.
What's hearsay?
They were for bandits.
I'm going to go ahead and use my persuasion.
Get the magistrate. Not the constable. The
Stay
magistrate.
here. If I find any of you gone, if the magistrate finds any of you gone, there will be a search.
Well, tell me, sir, if we had killed any of them, why would we bother bringing in some of them alive?
Or telling you at all.
Just go.
All I know is they're dead people. I'm going.
Yes, please get the magistrate. We very appreciate it. Thank you.
And
This
he,
one died of natural causes. His head exploded.
This wouldn't drown.
This one died of misadventure. We tried to attack that guy. No, wait, that's not misadventure, that's stupidity.
he's just he runs off, kind of like looking back over his shoulder at you guys as he runs down the dock.
You
And
know, my goal in life might be to find the best traps on this globe. This is kind of fun.
fills a man's heart with a good sense of duty, knowing that he is.
Looting the fallen corpses of his enemies.
No, you bloody monster, no. Knowing that he's served justice.
To the end of his sword.
Well, typically that is the way that one dispenses justice. After all, people are prone to using violence in order to deter it.
It's about 5 minutes before the guy comes back, and he's got another man trailing behind him. He's kind of running back, but the guy that's behind him is just walking down the dock. So he's like, I brought the magistrate!
Thank you. I do
He's
appreciate
like-
it, sir.
He's way back there. Magistrate comes up and he goes, alright, so you bring us river bandits. Okay.
And I hold in my hand the clasp. And the one that they've been selling goods to here in town.
Possibly.
The identity.
The identity? What are you holding up?
The locket.
The locket?
The locket.
Oh.
One of them apparently had someone who was familiar with here. He passes over the locket.
Takes it. Oh. Well, this is Sherry.
That's no women, that's my wife.
She's the baker's daughter.
Yes,
Well,
apparently.
she's apparently been
slid on that one.
and she's been smuggling them goods and probably doing the trading for them in town.
We don't know that. Unless you've been interrogating them.
I'm going to go ahead and roll a.
He's been with them by himself, so he could have been interrogating them this entire time. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm gonna roll deception on that one.
Okay, what did you roll?
I only got a 13.
You got a 13 on deception? Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception.
Perception? Okay, well this magistrate just got a natural 1, you guys.
I got a 22.
He believes you. Well, we're gonna have to do something about Sherry then. She's clearly been,
He's lying.
Shut up.
We can get more out of everything if we tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
he is telling the truth. I believe him fully. Natural 1.
Intimidation, I got a 15.
Don't.
To intimidate who?
Me?
Who are you intimidating?
What's good for, I have a 0 on that. What's good for going against deception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Alright, well, I would roll counter persuasion, or.
In that case, I got a 17.
Yes, we both roll persuasion.
So my persuasion was a 15 in total.
Mine was 15, upgraded to a 17.
He just got a natural 18. So we're gonna take this one step at a time. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Good.
We're gonna bring everybody to the jail.
Good. There's 5 live ones.
Everybody to the jail.
That includes you.
And you.
These two I point at Shara and
Tyrus?
Reggie.
Reggie. Okay.
It's like, these two are wards of mine from the north. He's a bandit who I intend to turn into the local magistrate in the north when I get there. And she's a thief who was put into my care.
Char
Or,
goes, wait a second, wait a second.
I'm sorry, not a thief. My mistake. A singer.
Thank you.
I get these things confused.
Just because thief and singer totally...
Stealing, breaking laws, it's all the same.
All I did was sing about something taboo. That's it.
She's a thief of hearts.
Thank you. I like to think so myself.
Anyways, I got a 20 on persuasion to make sure that they are not.
We'll leave your wards alone.
Okay. But if you turn to tell the truth, we get rewards for this, right?
Perhaps. If we have bounties out for them. Alright,
At the very
so...
least, we've done the right thing and turned in some criminals.
Yes, thank you. Now, I am only one man. Could you assist me in leading the bound men?
Sure, I'll carry the dead ones.
All of them?
Trust me, this isn't his first time.
I don't want to know. Come along.
I'm going to, can I go ahead and lead the live ones? Can we tie up the live ones and lead them
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Very well then. I'm going to go ahead and line them up, and I cast Produce Flame in my hand in order to light the way. And either of you want to try something funny, and you will end up on fire, and very quickly.
And I'm behind you.
Right.
I pull out a pipe full of a bit of the local weed in the Lord of the Rings sense.
Yes, no, I figured.
I use precipitation to make a small flame, put it in. Quite.
So you start smoking a pipe.
Yes.
In a very Gandalf
Yeah.
sort of way.
No, and also, I very deliberately, I show that I produce flame in my hands
Uh-huh.
and light it like, what? And it's
These pianists are like, oh my god, they're all mages! All of them are mages! No!
Hey, you be quiet, I'll give the lot of you a walk with more shillelagh.
God damn, what are you?
I can cast spells too.
Oh god. Everybody
course,
can
I'm
cast
licensed.
spells.
no,
Oh,
that's
okay.
most of us.
The magistrate kind of looks back at you and goes, licensed, eh? You must be from Arm.
Yeah, I flashed my badge.
Oh, okay.
I actually did go through the trouble of getting properly licensed.
Oh, yes. Oh, very nice. That's Arm. Welcome to Tether.
Thank you.
We don't care.
Even better.
I'm just part of the Engineers Guild.
If they have them in the big cities, I don't think they have a guild hall here.
I seriously doubt it.
Nope. I want to flash in the badges. That's a guild member.
I just have this little paper that says I belong to the union.
Well, no, it's on vellum. It has some leather on it. It's durable. After all, it has to go through dungeons.
That's true. It's probably like got like a wax on it to protect it or something, like a wax coating.
Actually, it's written. Remember from Pirates of the Caribbean where they had the letter of Marquis?
Yes.
It's written like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, the magistrate's like, I don't care, just come with me. We're going to interview everybody.
Okay.
All right.
There's a little bit of a motion blur, but otherwise it's a decent picture. Doing the dog.
So the magistrate leads you all to a very nice looking law building. It's he leads you into it. You can see that there's a small desk where it looks like a couple people could work at the same time, and then there's some holding cells, and then a hallway. There's a door at the back where that leads on to the rest of the building. So the magistrate has you guys lead the bandits into a couple of the holding cells, and then he points to the rest of the holding cells, and then the rest of you deposit yourselves because we are going to talk.
Of course.
Why not?
I go deposit the dead ones in the holding cell with the...
The guys are all like,
Oh, you were just laying next to him. Yep.
yeah, they're dead. Oh my God, George.
Well, would you like to join George?
No.
Then shut up.
I go in. I go over. I shut the cell. I then reach out, lock it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, almost forgot. I proceed to unlock the cell, open it, go out, take my weapons off, put it on the table, walk back in, and relock it.
The magistrate watches you and goes, "Thank you."
What kind of pins are on these cell doors?
What kind of pins?
Like how
The hinges.
hinges?
The hinges are on the outside of the cell.
Are they half pin?
I look at them, and I roll blacksmith.
Okay.
I get a 17 on blacksmith.
Okay. Not being the GM, not being terribly familiar with how
Okay. It's,
these are made.
Remember how?
I
you watched the
remember.
Caribbean movie?
Yes.
Half pin is only goes halfway through. It's relatively easy to dislodge them. Full pin is when it goes all the way through, and there's a cap on the other end.
Yeah,
They're more
these are full.
expensive, but
These are full pin.
Okay.
Nice.
they're full. They're full
Just
pin.
making sure, because I was thinking about just lifting the door off.
Yeah. No,
Don't
they're
worry
full
if-
pin.
Don't worry, if we need to, I have a way of getting out.
All right. Well, I just go into the jail cell. Sit down.
I have prestidigitation.
I know.
I can make my own thieves' tools.
I also have prestidigitation, or I could just melt the log.
Or I can shoulder my way through the cell. I sit down with all my weapons.
I have mist walk too. I could just.
You just leave your weapons on?
Yeah, I don't see a point in getting it.
Is he trying to disarm us?
No.
He just said to deposit yourselves in
I was
the rest of the
being nice.
cells. He looks at you and goes, "Thank you."
Yes, sir. Here you
Anybody
go.
else that wants to disarm themselves, please.
Yes, I will. I will give him my ice dagger,
All right. Cold.
but I'm going to keep my. I'm going to keep my ice dagger. I'm like, sir, please, may I ask that an old man simply keep his walking stick?
After I get the joking, well, yes, of course.
I do appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
go there and I'll just sit there quietly.
So long as law is done here, you have nothing to fear from me.
Law is always done here. We seek out the truth.
Of course, as any good man should.
Shara and Reggie and Tyrus just kind of follow up the party. Tyrus, because, you didn't vouch for him, he's just going to go put himself in one of the cells with you guys.
Not my ward, so.
Yeah, so he's just going to put himself in a cell. Are you complying, Alicia?
With the local magistrate.
Are they putting us in jail?
Yes.
Temporarily while they're questioning us.
He's asked everybody to deposit themselves into a cell. He's led you guys here.
I suppose.
Sharis kind of sits on the desk in the front room. Like, sorry.
This is why you don't argue with me, dwarf.
And the magistrate comes back in. He
No,
starts.
a place like this might have a zone of truth.
Yeah, he starts getting the bandits one by one and taking them through the door on the far side of the hallway.
Joel, if you were a magistrate in a world of magic, wouldn't you spend the money to have a permanent zone of truth erected and a chair in the middle?
Oh, I would.
How do you know they don't have that?
Said,
don't.
I figure that any place like this that's a permanent settlement would. Reason why I don't like to lie.
I'm a wizard. I'm a man who always seeks truth and greater understanding. What possible purpose would I have to lie? I do, however, simply omit the truth sometimes.
Yeah, me too. He was just blatantly lying.
I
Yeah.
wasn't blatantly lying. I was assuming there's a difference.
I mean, to be fair, I did ask him politely if I could keep my quarterstaff, which I'm like, I'm a wizard. No, you shouldn't let me keep that.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, you let him keep the dangerous one.
Look at the shiny ice dagger. Ooh, it's scary.
He
Yes.
asked so nicely. And he said, wouldn't you permit an old man to keep his walking stick?
I'm not going to do anything. It's just,
He's
Look.
not gonna go Gandalf, okay?
look, just in case I do have to. I learn from the best.
Anyway, continuing on.
Alright, so one by one, he brings the bandits into that doorway, and he brings them back out, and just one by one. And once they're all done and they're back into the cells, he comes back and he will go ahead and how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm guessing we're interrogated individually.
Yep. So he's going to go to the cell that you're in, Throm, and he's gonna say, "All right, come with me, sir. We're just going to ask you a few questions."
Okay. So,
He takes you through the doorway, and it leads into another hallway, and he takes you into a room. It looks like an interrogation chamber, pretty modern one. There's a window with bars on it, and you can see a table and a chair on one side and a chair on the other. He tells you to sit down.
okay, I sit down.
There's an inconspicuous rug on the ground.
No, there is very clearly a priest in the room,
Ah.
and I would like you. Let me see. Zone of Truth does have a counter roll. 1 second.
Are you comfy, dog?
Of course he is.
Like,
All right.
it's just burrowing into your soul.
All right. So you need to make a charisma saving throw.
To lie?
No.
I got a 17
Because-
in total.
Okay. So that is enough to pass the check. You can tell that Zone of Truth that there is a spell cast on the room. so that you that you would not be able to lie, but you know that it is there, so you can willfully omit things and talk around it if you need to.
Okay.
And the magistrate says, "All right, so how did you come upon these men?"
They came upon us. We were sailing down the river, minding our own business when they attacked us from the shore. And before we knew what was happening, they were closing in with a rowing boat, shooting arrows and harpoons at our ship. So we defended ourselves with magic and put them to sleep. Unfortunately, some of them died in the midst of that defense, and that was not our intent. And then we promptly removed their weapons.
All right. How did you know the girl in the locket was their accomplice?
Well, he spoke her name, and was very upset when I went in to inspect the locket. I naturally assumed that if these are bandits, and we looked on a map that this town was close, so we brought them straight here, that they were colluding with her.
All right.
It was
So
a
nobody
natural
actually
conclusion.
told you that she was working with them.
It was the natural conclusion. What else would have caused them to have her visage in the locket?
A sweetheart?
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just gonna have a perplexed look on my face.
Romance. Lovers?
Have you seen the picture of this woman?
I've seen the woman. Yes, I've seen the picture of this woman. I've seen her. She lives here.
I mean, if you're into that, I guess.
He's not quite human, so.
Yeah. Well,
She doesn't look like she'd be any good in a fight.
Of course you like swole women.
he just kind of face palms and he goes,
He pulls out his own locket, opens it up, it's a picture
Hey.
of She-Hulk. And he's just like,
No, it's like Sonya.
ooh.
good choice.
Yeah. So he's like,
Tanya was hot, yeah.
he's like, all right. Okay. You're free to go. Just go.
I must say that it's refreshing to have a magistrate form magics to improve the ability to discern the truth. I appreciate your cleric's effort in this venture. I'm gonna roll charm in general.
Charisma, please.
I will give this magistrate a 5-star
I'd
review
like
on
to
Yelp.
not roll charm.
He's slightly disturbed. All right. Thank you. We just do our job. Feel free to go. And be with your charges.
I trust that justice will be served.
Oh yes, definitely. These people are going to sit in jail a long time. All right. So he leads you back out and not to the cell. Tells you to go. He goes over and gets you next. Brings you in. All right. So tell me the story about how this happened. We can skirt over this if you're not gonna lie.
Okay,
You can willingly fail the check for
yeah,
the zone of
I just
truth.
say we go in the river, they tried to attack us from the shore, cut the ropes. We figured, okay, well, did fun with that, and they started chasing us down. We magicked them, trying to dissuade them. Didn't quite help. Then we put them to sleep. Then we figured loot and bounties. So we captured them and took them here.
All right.
By the way, I do have their map.
Oh, very good.
Their base camp is about here according to this map.
Okay, I can't understand what that says, but I
actually,
can.
do point on it.
Yeah. He's like, I know what that is. I can't understand what that says, but I know what that is.
Okay.
Thank you.
And it's only a very local map.
Yeah.
I'll give it to them.
Oh, thank you. All right, and he leads you out back to the entryway with Throm and Shara and Reggie. And he goes and he gets you next.
Okay then.
All right, it takes you back to the interrogation room.
I'm just going to.
Something I did want to say is after leading me back out, I was like, by the way, I'd like to apologize for Throm, for being Throm.
He's a different one, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes. Oh. And so they lead you back. Do you want to willingly fail the save for Zone of Truth?
I'll go ahead and make a roll for it.
Okay. Charisma save.
Okay. Let's see what I got. 11.
11. You do not make the save.
Ugh.
So you have to tell the truth.
Very well then.
Alright. So explain to us how it happened with these bandits, and you can just skate over it if you like.
Well, we were rowing down the river. We came across a tributary. These men suddenly popped out at them. They attacked us, throwing out over the ship. I immediately fired at them and attempted to set fire to the ship. Then they proceeded to attack us more. I cast shatter upon their ship in an attempt to destroy it, which would throw them all into the water. Unfortunately, I did kill several of them at that point. It was at this point we realized it would be better to find a non-violent solution to this. So I then cast sleep upon them, at which point they slept. We stripped them of their weapons and decided to take them to the local magistrate.
Alright, thank you. Were they trying to flee at all?
No, I don't recall them fleeing. I do remember them being quite perturbed by the fact that I had destroyed their ship, and then after that they were all asleep.
Alright. Thank you. And he takes you back out. And then it's 2 left. Takes Tyrus in. Tyrus will not do the save, and tells them same thing you all have been saying. And that just leaves Alicia.
Oh yeah, I told you.
You tell the truth too?
I told
Okay. Alright, so everybody is back into the entryway, and the magistrate says, alright, so we are going to hold these men here for a long time until we can get the jailer from a bigger city to take them.
Excellent. What bounties have we collected?
And he just says, 1 moment, please. And he looks at Shara, who's still sitting on the desk, and he goes, Miss, please. I need the desk. She said, oh, sorry. And she comes off the desk. And he opens up a drawer, starts rifling around, and he says, well, these men are mostly small-time bandits.
Understandable.
They mostly just operate around here, so there's not much that we can give you for them.
They were fairly easy to apprehend. Anything that you can give us would be more than gracious.
All right, so for all of them, what we can...
lost time that we were here answering your questions.
All right, so what we can give you for them, for your troubles, we can give you a total of 75 gold pieces. That's all we can offer for the lot of them together. However, we will offer you and your company lodging at the local inn and
drinks on the town.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, for your troubles. That's what we can offer.
Thank you.
May I ask a small pittance in addition to that?
You may ask.
That you spread the word that Throm the Fiend Slayer was the one to apprehend them.
I certainly will.
But,
Just trying to spread my good name.
that down in the paperwork. Bounty claimed from
Throm,
Colin
Fiend Slayer.
Fair enough. I don't care enough.
Does your company have a name that it calls itself?
Throm and Friends.
Fuck you.
I'm Alicia.
But
No,
yes,
group name.
a group name. I'm, like, the Sapphire Heroes or whatever.
Do it! And punch the wall. Really, really hard.
Destruction of property!
We're the Crimson Fighters.
Char's
Adventurers
like,
Local 337.
Yes, let's go with that.
Char's like, maybe
Mine or hers?
we should vote
Yours.
on it.
Adventurers Local 337.
Did you break the wall or did you break your
I
hand?
broke the wall.
How much to pay for the wall?
5 gold.
Take it out of the
Nice work,
75.
Brawl.
We're
That's
taking
coming
out
out of
his
your
portion
share.
of it.
Fine.
By the way, you should probably be informed that the reason we're coming down the river is because you were teleported to a evil stronghold that we've seen you kill everything inside of. In this-ish area, as I point to one of the maps.
Oh, okay. We didn't know that there was anything up there. We don't
It's
really go that way.
really-
There's nothing there.
It's really high up in the mountains.
There's nothing down there.
rivers and
I'm just saying if
the
anybody-
small town of nowhere.
There is no town called Nowhere.
It's like 3 buildings, small trading post for trappers.
Oh yeah, the fort. Yeah.
It's called nowhere.
He
Or
decided
nowhere.
he decided to name it. He likes doing that. It's
Oh,
terrible.
okay. We'll have to.
Update the maps.
Yes. Sure.
Anyway. By the way, who would I talk to about selling a small boat?
Oh, well, there's a lot of people here that would buy a boat.
Because we have to come across a spare expanded boat that I think we'd like to sell.
All right. When you go to the inn, post a an advertisement.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And so are we going to the inn now?
Yep.
Great. Give me the bounty money.
It's in the pot.
No, actually, I'll go ahead and. There were 7 of us total?
We should actually go to the inn and split our gold, which I have recorded here.
Yep.
Okay.
You two can keep the gold you but the bounty is mine. I'm the one that did all the hard work bringing them in.
I will be right back. You guys can discuss bounties.
You didn't cast the 2 spells.
You get like 75 gold per guy or
No,
what?
70 total.
Yeah,
Oh,
70 gold in
total.
total.
How many are there?
Plus the 30 we got after bodies.
Which I'm like, okay, you guys can keep that. You're the one who did the looting, but the bounty is mine.
Half bounty.
I mean, considering we have easily over 300 gold, we should all split, put it in a pot and split it evenly. That's what we agreed to when we first started going through that dungeon.
Very well then.
Okay. Good.
Alright, we'll just consider this part of
Part of the
all of
pot.
the adventuring. Very well, okay.
Everybody can do their
If
own.
we want to go ahead and split that up, it is becoming a little bit heavy to carry. Not that I mind.
We'll do it at the end.
We should also buy a strong box.
Yes,
Fair enough.
If they have one.
very good idea.
I've told you the book to store things now.
Yes.
Also, I'd like something to carry this thing covered in rope that isn't just a thing covered in rope, like a box or some sort of safe space.
Well, we just wanted to check to see if you had any food.
Yeah.
Sure.
I imagine we might be able to get like a box commission here.
Some sort of safe carrying container that doesn't.
No, I think we actually left that in the boat, didn't we?
No, I've been carrying it with me this entire time.
Oh.
When you get the evil artifact that causes mind invasion will saving throws, you don't tend to leave it places.
I just figured hide it.
What are we calling game?
No. She just supposed to visit.
So, we decided to go to the inn, split our adventuring wealth, and trying to figure out a better place to carry the evil staff of evil.
Okay. How many ways did you split?
Wait, you guys got an evil staff of evil?
You were there for that.
No, I
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't.
You wasn't? Oh,
I
okay.
missed the last 2 games.
Oh, okay. So, after we finished murdering everything in the dungeon,
Did you kill the sorceress
No.
lady?
no, she.
No, she got
escaped.
away.
Damn.
Anyways, after we finished murdering everything except for her, he opened up the sarcophagus, and the staff that was
In the paintings.
in all the paintings was there, minus the jewel.
Mhm.
And I
It's
picked it
hard
up,
to
and it immediately caused me to make a will save, and I went, "Duh!"
Oh, damn.
So,
So we-
trapped it tightly in rope.
Good plan.
We had a lot of extra rope, so we just went.
What?
And then it's also rope, and then it also has a rag wrapped around it as well.
Yeah. Actually, we should probably do it like there's a total of 7 of us. Like it doesn't count.
Reggie does not count.
Reggie
Um,
goes,
so-
hey!
Counted.
Hey, he gets free room and board.
Alright.
And neither does Shar. She's my ward. She's supposed to be paying me off.
So there are 4 of you, and then there are 3 NPCs. So,
One NPC. That counts.
yeah, 1 NPC that
If the
counts.
druid wants anything.
The druid looks at you and goes, Well, I
I'm
mean,
sorry, I didn't notice you there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I've been here the entire time.
Yeah, she's
You
looking-
have,
she's
and
looking at
we
it.
do. We don't thank you quite enough for your assistance.
Yes,
Do
thank
you
you.
want any compensation?
I know the druids can be a little individual when it comes to money.
It's not individual, it's just particular in how we apply it.
Some druids don't believe in wealth. Some do. I don't by individual.
Wealth is very helpful for a druid away from his clan.
Good point. We will split it 5 ways. 6 ways. 1 for the boat. General supplies for the boat. and then-
Party fund,
Yes.
I believe is what they call it in some circles.
Yes. 6 ways, and we it rolls over into the next pot.
Okay, Mr.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Making sure we don't got no smugglers.
I've always liked that rule.
Alright?
Always keep a little bit in motion.
Yeah, you should always make sure to invest a little bit back into the company for general supplies.
Reggie says it makes good business sense, but you know, nobody
And,
ever includes
should-
me.
Before we split the pot, should we consider trying to?
Sell the boat.
I was going to say the weapons and torches. And
Okay.
Actually,
bolts.
we'll split what we currently have. That'll be tossed into the next pot.
Okay, fair enough.
That works for me.
All right.
After all, we're gonna have to go back to the boat to drag the big sack full of crossbows and swords.
Yeah, we don't really keep like
Alright,
a couple of those crossbows.
So, I have the
Don't
first instance of gold that I have written on here is 116 gold pieces. So I haven't been keeping full track of the dungeon. Has anybody else?
I have 110 gold, 75 gold, plus the 100 gold from this game. I think we have a total of like 400 gold.
Yeah,
In the party pot, let me
yeah, I
see.
started
Let
off
me
with
go.
110.
Yeah, you started off with 110. Let me go back.
Because I think you and I got a little bit more because we rolled her a cat person corpse.
Yes.
Oh,
I think that was from
I've just been talking about the stuff we put in
Was
the
it?
pot. I've been putting anything that I've got personally, I've put in my own.
Right. No, I'm just saying
Thank
how
you.
much money I have. Trying to determine that. I'm like, no, I haven't gotten anything from the pot yet.
Let's see.
Like I said, 116 is the first when I started. That was right around the time we got the mystery books as well.
Alright, so. Yeah, so from when you started this dungeon, there had been 40 gold pieces, 13 silver, and then there was this ruby, the 2 sapphires, the diamond, the.
I think
This is
he
the
got-
box that Sebastian had found.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so I think he kept all of the.
No, the rubies and sapphires from the different
Okay.
box.
Okay.
Yeah, that's different.
So where was the?
And then you have the Jason.
Because I
you're the
didn't
one
write down
carrying-
the box. How much? What was the gems from the box?
1 ruby, 2 sapphires. I think somebody used the citron. 1 diamond, 4 gold rings, 2 gold bracelets.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Jason, you're the one who carries the not my problem stick, right?
What's with the with
Yes,
Jordan?
I'm keeping that.
4 gold
wouldn't expect
rings.
you not to. It's an incredibly useful item.
Yes. You need to see if it still works.
But I just want to make sure that it's not part of the pot.
Okay.
Good.
Now, any
2
weapons we take
bracelets.
first are not included in that.
Good, because I'm keeping my ice dagger. Because sometimes a wizard needs to shake a bitch.
1 necklace with a star sapphire.
Sometimes you do.
Well, you gotta shake though.
Whoever catches my fancy.
Wow. Very smart maneuver.
Okay.
I'm looking for the next instance of money. 1 moment, please. Hello. Please don't look. Alright, next instance of money is 75 gold pieces, 2 long swords.
Well, we already got rid of all the weapons.
Okay, you already got rid of all the weapons? Okay.
Upon negotiation with the ship.
Yes. So, yeah. And then there were all the daggers except for the cold one that was thorns. Alright, this one. And then here's the big one that had only 12 gold, 22 silver, and 30.
Okay, we're that. So I
Okay.
think with the jewels, did you total that in like? Did you add all that together as far as how much what its worth was?
I have not told you what the worth was yet. You
Okay.
need to get them. You need to get them appraised.
Okay, so I have everything written here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do a split
That's-
on the gold first.
Yeah. All right.
So you already have all the gold from the fight with the sorceress.
Yeah, I have all that written down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and write this all. Add this all down.
Okay.
So I have 30 gold plus the 116 gold plus 75 gold plus the 12 gold plus 30 and 70 plus 7. Alright, so that's 333 gold total.
Divided by 6.
Divided by 6 equals
56.
55.5.
Okay, so we each get
55 gold and 5 silver.
yeah. We'll say that the silver was in the rest of the silver go and stays in with the pot.
Well, let
And
me
we
go
use
ahead and
that
add
for
up the
occasional-
silver and copper pieces real quick.
Well, according to this, the silver should only be 52.
13 plus 22 plus 41 equals 76 in total silver pieces.
It's like 7.6 gold.
So it's like, yeah, like one gold and 2 silver pieces.
So yeah, that stays in the pot.
Yeah,
It uses change.
and I'm not even add the copper.
Okay.
Okay, and since this is not a big enough pot to sell jewels and such, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah,
Over the-
because you've got the jewels that you found as well.
yeah, I'm not,
separate from-
I'm not admitting those, but I am a good enough dwarf that I know that yeah, you don't sell jewels in a place like this.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, so
You can sell weapons in a place like this.
what did I say? 75?
It's 55.
What?
55.
55, okay. 55. 52. And then I add plus another 5 silver pieces. So 8. And then go ahead and turn that.
So you guys are just sitting there at the bar, at the tables, just counting money inside the tavern?
Pretty much, yeah.
We go to a dark corner and do this.
A dark corner and do this? Okay.
We also order like a round of drinks first.
Well, yeah, since they were offered.
I don't need to go smoke a cigarette.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys,
Oh, and I do write up a quick note saying that no, for sale, slightly damaged, but still good. Boat, and give the dimensions. And I tack it up, and I ask
Okay.
the barmaid, what can I tack up a small attachment for a boat?
she goes, "Oh, right there by the door, honey."
Thank you. And I write, from Pirates AC home. And I give it to you.
Okay. So you guys are sitting counting money at your table. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, does someone want to start shit?
Although, what is passive perception?
Passive perception is what your character notices without really paying much attention.
So 16 plus 4, it's 20 in total.
20 in total? What'd you get?
I get 15.
You want us all to make perception checks?
Anybody that's just kind of like looking around the room while you guys are handling money.
Let's see. Perception.
More money than people make in like a month.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
Never mind, us just doing payroll.
Yeah. There is a kind of shady looking figure at one of the other tables, just kind of watching you guys.
I'm going to go ahead and roll for intimidate to be like, can I help you with something?
Okay, roll intimidation.
18 plus. God, I wish I had proficiency. Intimidate 20 total. I'm gonna stand up.
He kind of leans back in his chair and goes like this, and slowly turns away.
Thank you, Throm.
There's a bit of blood on this one. Throw one of the silver pieces down on the table.
He's just still turned away from you, drinking his drink.
I'm gonna sit back down, watch it.
Then the food comes over.
Okay, yep. If you guys ordered food, the
Yeah.
food comes over, and,
I want food.
yep, everybody gets food,
Fantastic.
and Reggie's just like, how good? Food.
What's the taste like here?
You're so cruel!
I'm kidding.
That's such a dick move.
It really is.
That is so cruel. Takes a bite of it.
I'm kidding.
No, I didn't actually do that.
I know.
Shara, I've got good news for you, by the way.
Oh, and what is that?
Well, I've done the math, and we do currently have all the silver and copper pieces in the party fund.
Yes.
But considering your grateful help on all of that, I've calculated that up. That counts towards 2 gold pieces. That is off of your
Where'd Mom go?
Went outside as well.
warning.
All right.
How
How much more do I owe?
16.
All right.
Not bad, actually.
Nope, not bad at all.
And I have anything to do with that. I'm not saying anything.
Thank you.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right, but I'm shutting up.
Yeah, well, he bailed me out. I was going to be arrested.
Yeah. And okay.
Oh, one thing. Throm,
Mm-hmm.
what do I owe you for the book?
Book?
Thought you were
Oh.
renting it.
He was done with it.
I know. I thought he was renting it
Oh,
from
he's
you.
renting it. That's right.
Yes, and you said it's a copper. You said it was a gold piece a day. I mean, a copper piece per day.
Copper piece a day.
Yes.
Well, going down the mountain, coming out here, that's been close to a week, right? It's been 3
about
days. 4 days. We're on the 5th day today.
It's been about 4 days since you gave him the book.
4 days. So yeah, that'd be 4 copper.
Okay.
By the
You
way,
finished it because
you
of that?
finished it because you just stayed reading on the ship, like.
Fantastic. So I get to up my wisdom.
I want you.
Yes.
How much?
Copper day.
Full point?
4
For a
points.
dwarf,
So that you
silver.
get an extra +2 on your modifier.
Yeah, sure.
So 4
Copper
point
a day.
total.
Thank you.
Wait, so my wisdom goes up to 17? Really?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay then.
You went up 4 points on your wisdom, right? Yes.
And you also said that I also increased perception?
Well, yeah.
You become
Perception proficient.
Perception proficient.
Right, so what do I put there now?
It's your wisdom bonus plus your
Your
proficiency bonus.
Yes.
What's my proficient? Alright, proficiency bonus.
+2.
Okay.
and
so,
I proceed to start reading the book whenever I have spare time.
sorry,
Okay.
One second. I gotta check something real quick.
Look it over it. No, where's the aloe here for babe?
She's burnt her drinker. She needs the aloe.
Spells.
Probably somewhere in the car.
Would you please get it for
I
her?
have no idea where in the car it's at. But everything's in boxes or
Shit.
bags.
Okay.
Polio.
I'll bring in all the stuff from the car tonight.
Shit. Balls. Wait.
Okay, so does anybody know about the boat?
I don't know.
People are starting to trickle into the tavern since it's nightfall now. And the fishermen are coming in after a long day out on the river. And
Yes, I'm getting
they're coming in and they're
cereal.
talking and laughing. And
Oh, by the way, since Reggie's not part of the pay distribution, would you ask him to watch the boat?
Okay. You're gonna ask
So
him
we
to
did
go
this
right.
ahead of time.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
you.
we get him like a flagon, a
Okay.
bit of like
Dinner.
a bit of dinner, and we send him back to the boat to make sure nothing happens to it.
All right, I'll watch the boat. Do I get to keep the crossbow?
Yeah, you can keep one of the spares.
Awesome.
That one? I was the one he's holding?
Yes.
Fine. Take one of the ones from the one of the other ones.
Woo! Now now I got a wisdom of 17 and a modifier of 3.
Yes.
Fucking wise as shit now.
Yeah, because this is my crossbow. It is mine.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without me, without my crossbow, I am nothing. Without me, my crossbow is nothing.
Without you, your crossbow is just a crossbow.
Yes.
Not good for much. Anyway,
All right, so yeah, he goes back to the ship and he gratefully just
Good work
watches
today,
it.
Reggie.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't think you'd mind.
Oh no, not at all.
I think he likes me.
Yes, yes, and you can tell he's starting to become more confident and comfortable with you guys.
And I get a feed him and take leadership.
Okay.
You're not allowed to take Reggie. He's mine.
I'm recruiting Reggie to this.
I brainwashed him. He's mine.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only built him down. I am building him back up.
Yeah, he was terrified of you before. Since he's come around, he's gotten a little bit of confidence.
And he's like, a lot more effective as a minion.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's very important to have high level minions.
Yes. So if the party is in agreement, Reggie will start leveling up too.
That's fine.
Okay.
As long as he gives half of his level ups to me.
No.
No.
Wait. Wait, in what class?
Rogue.
Yeah, alright. I just thought it'd really be really funny. Like by the end of it, like the game goes on for a couple months. By the end of it, he's gained a level from everybody. So
That
he's-
would be
So
interesting.
he's like he's multi-class. He's a level 1 druid, a level 1 wizard, a level 1 rogue,
Level 1 bard.
level 1 fighter.
He's a
The old system,
smorgasbord.
He'd just be a boy.
Yes, that's true.
That is
I
true.
did make a level 20 character that was one of every base class I could think of.
Nice.
Unfortunately, there's no way to balance it. Actually, no, there is, but there was like it was out of alignment on 2 classes. He was out of alignment on Paladin because he couldn't be the lawful alignment for Paladin, and I think he was out of alignment for Druid or the other ones because he couldn't be cleric or he could be neutral, but he was able to get every all the benefits for everything else.
I would like to see how a character like that would be able to stack abilities on to make up for the lack of power.
You have to be creative.
Oh yeah,
He did have 2 animal companions and
That does
a
help.
familiar.
That does help.
Okay.
Granted.
So does anybody come? Oh,
Yeah, the guys that come in just talking and laughing, some of them stop and look at the wall and go, "Oh, hey, boat. We don't see too many boats for sale. Oh, it must be new people in town. Oh, yeah, didn't you see that boat that's out there with the little one attached to it? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I wonder if that looks, the dimensions, yeah, that's the little one. All right. Let's see." And they kind of like wander up and they're just talking by themselves.
and actually, you can see what I started talking to some of the people about how much they think it would be worth.
Okay.
So I guess information gathering is the thing now. So investigation.
Yes.
So let's see, I got a 19.
I'll have things going so far.
Good. We're selling boats.
Wow.
26.
26. Okay, yeah. So, you get to, talking with them and schmoozing a little bit. And they say, yeah, well, pretty much they sell for 1,500 gold usually.
Only take a week.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a nice little keel boat.
Anybody know the old Main Street in Curtsey? I happen to be the owner.
Oh, you own it, all right.
Come on.
Very nice to meet you, Arn. My name is Todd, and these blokes they fish with me. I don't know anybody offhand, but we come in and out all night, so you're bound to run into somebody that's looking for another boat.
Okay, I don't have anything else to do. I proceed to schmooze.
Schmooze. Okay, you go around the room schmoozing with your 26 that you rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you go around the room schmoozing, and you actually do find somebody that's like, you know, I was looking for a second boat. I'm willing to put up 900.
900? No. Town like this, let's see.
I mean, I've been saving up for years.
It is slightly damaged.
Yeah, I was thinking, tell you what, that sounds like a good deal. If you want me to go down to the magistrate's office and make sure everything's nice and neat.
Yeah, sure. I have to go back home and get the gold anyway.
Sure. I figured doing this nice and legal life is a good idea.
Sure. I meet you at the magistrate's office.
I'll be waiting for you.
All right.
After I have a full belly and some drinks in me, is there any place open for bartering or selling or anything?
Okay. Now that everybody's kind of wound down a little bit.
Those square pillows, please.
The small ones or big ones?
Big ones. Thank you.
Yeah, it didn't hit me this time.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to be aiming.
Last time somebody tossed pillows over here, I got smacked in the face.
Sorry about that.
Not your fault.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, do you ask anybody if there's a place open, or do you
Yeah.
just go out and look for something?
I'm just going to go out and look around.
All right, you go out and look around, and you can see that there are lamps hanging from the eaves of the various buildings here. You wander around on the docks between buildings, and you find what looks like a general store.
Okay.
You want to see one with three sort of off-color gold balls hanging from the front. Little known fact, you know that the gold and silver pawn shop, the three balls have as a symbol? That is the international symbol for pawn shop going back over 900 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. Kind of like the international symbol for a butcher shop is a horse head.
Oh okay. Very nice.
For when people couldn't read.
Or the stripy pole that people use for barber shops.
Surgeon.
Yeah, barber surgeon. So yeah, you find the general store. There's a lamp in front of it, but it's dark in the windows.
Knock on the door.
No answer.
Alright. I'll come back here in the morning, I guess.
All right.
I look around the town and then head back to the inn, I guess.
Yeah, there's not much happening in the town. There's a couple of other small little dives that are just like places to get a snack of food for people coming off of the docks. But this is the only real inn and tavern in the place.
Well, I'm making my way back. I talk to people and try and see if I can find an idea of what what kind of dangers lie further down the river.
Any wizard shops?
Do you go with him?
Sure.
Okay. You don't find any actual wizard shops, but
Mages about town?
Also, I forgot to say something. While I was schmoozing, I asked if anybody has any good maps between here and the sea.
okay. Yeah, some of the folks would say, "Oh yeah, you can get a pretty decent map over at the general store. They'll be open in the morning again. They close up around dusk because most of the people are already coming off the boats and too tired to shop."
Thank you.
So, yeah, I ask around about what lays further down the river or
Okay.
this area.
You stop some people that are passing by, some pretty tired-looking sailors, and they go, "Oh well, on the river, there's we got a lot of fish people that come up from the coast, and we got of
Fish
course."
people, will those be the ass-faced
I don't know what you're talking about,
I
sir,
name their
but
normal name, but I say
oh, okay.
I name their normal name, but I'm like, I think they should be called the ass-faced ugly fish.
You mean the sack wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they're all over the place. They come up from the coast. They come up the river.
Yeah, I got this trident actually from one of them.
Oh yeah. Hey. Good job. They usually come in big groups.
Oh, there was a big group.
Oh.
This one in particular, I took his head and I just pushed it down to the trident itself.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go home. My wife's got stew on. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the
So, I went to the manager's office, assuming it's still open. I figure since it's out of town late at night.
Yeah, no, the magistrate himself has already left, so you do find, like, a local constable.
Yeah. And, just make sure this is nice and legal, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Definitely, we can drop a transfer of ownership. And, he's kind of pulls out a piece of parchment and starts writing. And he's like, and how much are you selling the vessel for? And
Yeah.
and writes it down and all that. And the gentleman comes back here with a big sack of gold, and he's like, "All right, I've been saving this for a long time."
Well, thank you.
Right,
And the boat will be. I tell him exactly what the boat is.
right.
You probably saw it on the way in.
Yep, I will.
Gonna get shot by Reggie.
I said, and there was a man there named Reggie who's looking for it. Show him this. Actually, right on the back of the note. Actually, I give it to him piece of paper, and I write this to give it a cool thing. I'll also stop over there just to make sure, just in case. Don't need to get accidentally shot.
High or low?
Low.
Okay, Reggie can read.
Oh, thank God.
Hadn't done that.
Though he has
Yes,
aphasia
except-
due to all his constant dirt consumption.
Yeah.
I think he has to like, this is on. He's slow.
Reggie's alright.
Says sell boat. Okay. Okay, I'll sell you the boat.
I know it, dwarf.
I know it's Wolf.
And there's people that they read really slow. Lack of practice.
Speaking of which, at our call center job that we so thoroughly disenjoy, I did find somebody who called in who's like Flash from Zootopia. He
Really?
was calling in about a problem with his TV.
Oh
It was
my
working
God.
yesterday,
Wait.
just fine.
Okay, I go ahead and I point it out to make sure. And I leave with a great big bag of gold.
Yep.
And I proceed to go to the boat.
Okay, so you walk with him to the boat?
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to go there immediately.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna go there immediately so he can put it on in its own berth.
Okay. Oh, so you're going there immediately? Even better.
Yeah.
I'll join you.
Yeah. So I don't know if you met the dock master, but he it's 3 silver per day to dock.
I didn't know. Unfortunately, we actually got this from the river bandits that were attacking people upriver.
Oh, all right. Oh, great. Thanks.
Hence all the blitz.
Yeah, I'll say there will be a slight bit of damage from that. It's still easily seaworthy.
Okay. All
And
right.
we're taking care of this from Magistrate.
So we can go north again.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, actually, we're coming down
It's actually east,
northeast.
northeast.
Yeah, actually, we came from a small trading outpost to head over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know
Nowhere.
about that place.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Actually, we decided to name it Camp Nowhere.
Oh, yeah, all right. That makes some sense. That's clever.
Get Reggie! As we get there,
He's like, yes, sir.
we're going to get, I've gone ahead and sold the little boat to this man, so, don't do anything.
All right. You're here so I don't shoot him, so it's all right.
Oh, fire him here. I, then motion to him for the boat. Need any help?
Nah, I can maneuver it. This thing's small enough.
Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you for the boat. The missus might kill me in the morning, but you know what?
Hey, it's a
I have my
discount-
own boat.
It's a discount boat.
It's a discount boat. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yes, he splashes a little bit in the bottom of the boat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that before I take it out.
I told you, slightly damaged.
Yep,
reacquired.
I know. I'm buying a fixer-upper. It's alright.
And you have a good story.
And I have a good
This was an
story.
expanded boat.
Yes, I'll be able to say that in the tavern. That's gonna be probably kind of fun.
Hey, maybe get a free drink out of it.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not really the bard, but you know, I can tell a fish story or two.
So I,
Oh, what fisherman can't?
so he proceeds to leave,
Yep.
and then I go up to the boat. I proceed to, actually no, I'll keep the gold on. I'll leave it.
Okay.
How much gold is it?
No.
Nice. Good amount of gold.
Actually, no, that's really heavy. I'm leaving it on the boat. I hide it.
Okay.
I got a 23 of my stuff. I hide it.
Okay. All right. You get the boat hidden, or the gold hidden on the boat. You find a loose floorboard in the cabin, and you kind of stash it under there.
Okay. And then I go back to the tavern and sleep.
Okay. Yep. There's rooms for everybody.
Fantastic.
Some of you might have to share a room because there's not enough rooms for everybody to have their own. Small place.
He gets his own.
Okay.
He gets his own.
Or
Probably
technically,
with
I don't get my
Alicia.
Yeah.
Because Alicia sleeps on Throm.
Good to know.
We don't go there.
Quite comfortable.
Okay, we'll still get a nice 8 hours sleep.
Yep.
I was about to ask, do we get a nice 8-hour sleep?
You do. You get a nice 8 hours sleep. And I'm about to ask as the GM, does anybody need to be going home at a certain time because it's after 10?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm good.
I
I
thought
do
we
need to be
went
going
home.
home right around midnight. Got a long drive ahead of me to go. Oh wait, I'm already home.
I was gonna be like, bullshit. I know where you're going tomorrow.
I'm so tired.
It's 6 miles up the road.
I know it.
So you're, nah, it's not about it.
In the morning,
In the morning.
I get up and I say, "Good news, everybody!" I say, "Come here." I held out my phone. Really good news. I was able to sell a little boat for 900 gold.
Ooh, Shara
Wow.
says.
You know, that rickety piece of wood was worth so much money.
I've hidden it on the boat. We'll split it up later. I don't want to splash that kind of cash in town.
Don't blame you.
Anyway, we should go ahead and get provisions and sell the extra weapons we have.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and deal with the weapon selling.
Okay, I'm also going to get a map.
Okay.
And equipment, so general store.
Yep. General store.
Alright, so I go gather up the weapons. Look that over the general store.
All right. You gather up the weapons. The swords and the crossbows and all of that.
Yeah, all but like 2 of the crossbows.
All but
9 swords.
well,
8
Reggie has
crossbows.
one.
Yeah, well, that's one of the 2.
So 8 crossbows.
8 crossbows, 9 swords. And like I think we have like 1 spare trident. Unless you want to keep yours.
Let me give you mine.
Okay, so we have like 1 spare trident.
Trident I could throw at somebody and not have to retrieve.
Unless you want to keep the spare.
What?
You want another one?
Oh, no, I just need the one that I have. Retrieve.
Okay.
My Gerd compendium. Why can't you tell me the price so I don't have to look it up?
I've gone ahead and prepared my spells for the day.
Awesome. Let me. I have an app for this. I have an app. Load. Okay. So you go to the general store and you find this older looking gentleman. He kind of gives you a smile. You can see he's missing most of the teeth. There's like there's a tooth here and there's a tooth here. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Morning, boys! What can I do for ya?"
Morning.
We have some armaments we'd like to trade. Do you offer any gold for weapons and armor, or do you mainly do trading?
I can offer some gold, yeah.
Okay, we have 9 short swords,
Oh, goodness. Alright.
8 crossbows,
Alright.
and we're interested in a map down to the coast and general provisions.
Well, I can help you out with some basic rations. I can buy some of them weapons off of you. Let me see. For the short swords, I can give you 5 gold apiece.
Excellent.
And for the you said crossbows, eh?
Yep, looks like just regular old crossbows.
Well,
Actually, I asked Throm for one, he hands me one, I put it in the counter. And one of the swords. Here are 2 examples.
Okay. And the crossbows, I can give you, and he's calculating on his fingers, and I'm calculating in my head. I can give you your 12 gold apiece on the crossbows.
Sounds good.
What can you give me for a suit of chainmail?
You're selling a suit of chainmail? A whole suit?
Yeah, my size.
Oh, wow, you're a big guy. Sure, let me look it up.
Like he's from Minnesota.
We're on the Great Lakes.
Oh, you're a big guy there. Oh, we could take a suit for you and turn that into 2 suits for normal sized people. Oh, that'd just be great. I'd love to buy that off you.
Oh, don't you know?
Oh, up you there, eh? Don't you know? You know, it's hockey in season today.
Oh.
I was damned Maple Leafs.
Alright, I need to start bringing a calculator with me.
I have one if you need to use it.
I have one too.
Calculators.
Okay, good.
We all have calculators, they're called phones.
Yes.
Take that, math teachers.
Well, I can give you 37 gold for that suit of chainmail.
Okay.
You want?
Is it 32?
37.
37?
That's just
Kind
for
of in
me.
the middle of the game,
My
Dave.
chainmail.
Oh, okay. Yep, personal equipment is personal equipment.
So I can give you 37 for that, and 12 gold each for the crossbows, and 5 gold each for the short swords.
Okay, it's 141 for the weapons.
Yep. And he starts counting. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna take a long time.
Want some help?
I got it.
See, before we do that, how much for a map?
Map's gonna be 5 copper.
And all supplies?
Oh,
Enough for about, is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks for 5, 6, 7 people. Or 7 people.
7 people,
4,
2
5.
weeks. Just regular rations.
I actually think a bit better. I think we should treat ourselves, don't you think?
No.
How it's mail?
So, I'd like your finest jerky.
Finest jerky, you say? Alright, so, for the good rations, it's 1 gold each per day. So 7 of you, so 7 gold per day worth of rations. How much for a week?
Yeah, that'd be 7 times 2 weeks.
Seven,
right?
seven
Let's
times
do
7.
7 days of good rations and a week worth of regular rations.
Okay, so 7 days of good rations is going to be, for 7 people, 49 gold. 7 times 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is actually 5 silver pieces for regular rations per day.
How much is it for silver to gold?
10.
Okay.
So how much is that?
That's 49 divided by 2.
49 divided by 2.
So that would be 24.5.
Yep. For the regular rations. So 49 for the good rations for 7 days. And then whatever you guys just said.
Like 25. Let's round it up to 25.
25 for 7 days worth of regular.
It's 73 gold for 2 weeks worth of rations. And a cask of ale,
Oh, a cask of ale. Alright.
medium sized. And
Medium sized.
my hands are like this. Dwarven medium.
Yes. Yeah. Your hands are like this, but you're like 4 foot something.
Am I with this? Am I with these
No,
guys?
for regular humans, that's a large.
Yeah. Alright, so did you go with them?
Yeah,
Well, it's
sure.
general store. one
Yeah, like everybody could be going to the general store.
Okay, great.
Field trip.
This guy reminds me of the guy who certified our house after it got tinted for termites. I showed up right when he was putting the sign on the door. I'm like, is it safe? When we go in there? Like, is there anything else that I need to do? He goes, well, you do whatever it is you think that you need to.
Sir, I have children. Oh no, don't go in there yet.
He's like, oh, well, yeah, it's safe. I mean, there's nowhere gas. It's gas. It doesn't leave a residue. Or you do whatever it is you think you need to do. I'm like, it's not the answer I was looking for. He looked like One-Eyed Willie. Like
Of course he did.
he looked like an old prospector that you
Fucking
would
of course he did.
that you would find like on the Oregon Trail or something. You're just like, are you sure? Did you go in there and just go? Yep, lots of poison in there. Oh God, that was a stupid idea. Why do I keep doing this? And then woke up like naked in my bathtub for some reason, and then went, yeah, it's all clear.
Don't come here. Alright.
Whatever it is you think you need to.
I just remember that King of the Hill episode where Dale had to start doing the exterminating, and you got that job, and you got that stupid office job.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh God.
Doesn't say how much ale is, does it? Can we say like 5 gold?
Yeah, like I can't find it anywhere.
Okay.
So haven't been doing any of this math. So how much am I subtracting from the 141?
He's doing the math, I think.
73 plus the 5.
5, yeah.
78.
78.
Alright, so that means he gives us a total of 63 gold. Which means he has to count us.
Exactly.
So he's just
Actually, anybody else want to do that?
Well, I was looking around here to see if you had any.
Magical trinkets.
Do you have any magical trinkets or anything? I mean, probably
no.
not, but I might as well.
I
look.
don't do the magical things, but there is an apothecary up the dock.
Oh, I would like to visit that. Before I do that, would you happen to have any? Do you have any brandy?
Brandy. Oh, yeah, give me a moment. And he kind of wanders off behind, there's a door behind the bar, behind where his desk is.
And some whiskey. I'll pay that.
Do you have any hash? Do you have any Erev hashish?
Sorry, what?
Hash.
Oh, yeah, I can see what I got.
Thank
And he
you.
gets you all wink.
I'll get you.
With his good eye.
With his good eye.
Look,
You're winking at the wall. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm a wizard. I'm also a college professor. So, yeah. Sometimes I like to put more than tobacco in my pipe and just get stoned out of the Jesus.
Yeah, he comes back with 2 bottles in his arms and a small little package, and he puts the bottles down on the counter. The whiskey for you, and this brandy. This is when I have it in my storehouse. This is a good brandy, and here's your hooch.
What?
Thank you very much, sir.
I was
do
with
appreciate
here.
that.
Child.
And how much is it for the whiskey? Well, I'm taking that on.
He's gonna say, 2 gold for this bottle.
How much for the hash and the brandy?
That's gonna run you 5 gold total for both.
There you go. Happy to have them. Happy to take.
I'm going to go, having already done my selling while they're buying brandy and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and kind of leave. I'm gonna go down the road to the apothecary.
Okay.
Yeah, once we're done, I want to go to the apothecary as
I
well.
want to go there first.
Okay.
Why?
Because he has to one up somebody.
Am I gonna have
I
to?
don't have to one up anybody.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to cast a spell on you?
No.
Okay, we now have
Anyways,
we now
so-
have 118 in the Unilon.
Okay.
Unless yes means no and no means yes.
So I need to. I'm gonna ask the apothecary how her business is doing.
Yeah, she's kind of there. She's out front. There's like pots of plants like all over the front, sitting on the docks, and she's got like a little pair of shears, and she's going pot to pot, just
I'm gonna use
clipping.
survival, see if or nature, see if I can identify
Go to
issues.
bed.
Okay.
Wow, 19.
Go
All right.
ahead.
You can see that they're
Okay.
common herbs that are used in cooking and sometimes in spell components.
I go. Devil's leaf. That's commonly used in a lot of summoning spells.
Oh, somebody knows his herbs.
Anyways, I was wondering, how is business here on the river? You guys, I'm sure people would rather use that in their salad than in
Oh,
a spell.
yeah. Yeah, this mostly for the locals. They like to season up their fish with all kinds of things. We have a lot of lemongrass, we have rosemary, sage, thyme, basil, a little bit of everything.
I mean, make a modest living here.
Yeah, it's enough. I just live in a little apartment above my shop.
You know, you could be making a lot more.
Don't think I follow.
I just came from the general store.
Oh.
Did you know that he's selling herbs and remedies out of his store as well?
Herbs and remedies?
Direct competition with your store.
Really, herbs and remedies? She's gonna insight check you.
Talking about hooch and high-grade liquor.
She don't get it. Yeah, she got a natural one anyway. He's really, what herbs is he selling? Is it the same stuff that I have?
I
No.
don't know, it might be the illicit kind.
Oh no, I don't sell that. Whatever he's selling over there, I don't get involved with.
Hey, this is a fantasy world, okay? Pot's not illegal here, you asshole.
It's also the middle of freaking nowhere.
Right?
I know. I mean,
Who would care?
I'm
You
just trying to
dredging
create...
some shit.
Exactly, I'm just creating strife. That's what I do.
We need to build you a bridge.
So I can set fire to it.
No, because you're
Fuck
being a
over it.
troll.
Quit being a troll.
Shush you.
So I also,
Anyways, I find out if she has any spell component things. Anything noteworthy.
Anything you're looking for in particular?
Poisons.
Poisons?
magical doodads.
Okay.
Go do that.
Can I show up now?
Sure. You gonna ask her for poisons?
No, I'm not gonna ask her for poison.
Not
I'm asking
you.
For magical trinkets and doodads.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
He's trying to get her.
So, given that I've given you that sensitive information, I was hoping, do you have any toxics, poisons that I might be able to soak in my blade?
There are some plants that, given special treatment, do become poisonous. I do happen to have a few vials of extracted poisonous material.
I'll tell you what. I'm willing to do a trade. I have procured some very volatile and rare vials of giant centipede venom.
Oh, interesting.
I'll be able to, given that your plant-based poisons are deadly enough, I'd be able to trade one vial for your poisons.
All right. It's not every day somebody's coming in and asking me about poison.
Exactly. And it's not every day you find giant centipede poison. Fresh
Exactly.
from the source.
Oh, fresh. Oh.
2 days.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. Give me just a moment. I will be right back. How many vials were there?
I'll be willing to trade one for your 3.
How about 1 for 1?
I don't know. I know how deadly a centipede is. I don't really know how deadly your plants are. You'd be able to give me a concentrated dose.
Of course, it's a concentrated dose.
How concentrated?
As concentrated as you can get it.
What has it been known to kill?
It's been known to kill men, beasts,
What type of beasts?
all kinds of beasts. You know, the type that harry us here. Dire wolves, giant toads, all
Giant
kinds of things. What? Huh?
Merman.
Fishmen, all kinds of things
I'm gonna
around
use
here.
Persuasion to go ahead and get
Orcs,
more
goblins.
I crush a goblin underneath my foot.
I can't. But you put a little bit of this poison on a blow dart. I
Anyways.
can.
Oh, it's blow dog. Wait, that's some good stuff.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use Persuasion at a 15 total to try and get 2 vials.
Hey, look, I got a D20.
Okay.
So 2 vials for my 1.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. What's this poison's name?
It doesn't have a. I don't have a name for
Custom
it.
plant poison number
It
2.
is plant-based poison. I will come up with a name for you.
Okay, thank you.
You know, Nightshade's pretty poison.
Hangman's
I
tonic.
know. I will come up with a name for it. I will actually do some
I
real.
think-
I will do some real research and figure out what plant it comes from.
Let's take something from Game of Thrones. Like the Strangler.
Screaming Betsy.
What are some good names of poisons in Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Well, I will actually come up with essence of something.
Old man's leaf.
Essence of
Long kiss
Nightshade.
goodbye.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Shit root. Cause you to shit till you die.
No, that's
Or-
essence of dysentery.
That'd be more-
Doing with our lives.
This is D&D, yo. D&D hardcore.
Whee! I'm over with the druid trying to dual class.
Failing miserably.
Perhaps. Depends on what the GM says.
So we get back to
How
the-
am I doing?
So, real quick, I also arrive at the apothecary and I introduce
GM
myself.
says you accidentally get poisoned by a venomous spider and die.
Again.
Again.
For the 3rd time today.
But I
you
always
come
come
back. In 24 hours, you come back.
Anyway, so I introduce myself and ask if she has any sort of magical trinkets or anything.
Well, I don't really deal in magical trinkets, but I mean, I have plenty of plants that have been known to be used in magical effects.
Yours is restock your spell components.
Do you happen to have a shamrock?
Shamrock, all right. I've got a little bit of that, I think, somewhere. Do you need it fresh or dried?
I believe I need it fresh. Let me just double check Shillelagh here.
Shillelagh.
Oh, you're gonna use a shillelagh.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can. Although I am a classically trained wizard, I have learned several spells from a druid friend of mine, and that's one that I've taken a particular liking to.
All right. Maybe you could have him collect some fresh shamrock too. I've got dried.
Dried shamrock is fine. I'd like to restock my spell components, please.
All right, all right. She kind of goes into her little shop and pulls down a little jar and shakes out some dried shamrock leaves into a little pouchy for you.
Using mistletoe.
Oh, and mistletoe. Dried is good, or rough? Or do you need fresh?
Dry is fine.
Because I don't have fresh.
That's alright.
Oh yeah.
Shakes it out into another pouchy.
If you don't have it, why ask?
But here's the try fine. Good.
And she puts it into a pouchy and she's like, oh, anything else?
No, that will do it for me. That's all I really need at the moment.
All right, all right. She kind of
Have
pack.
some time.
You want some time?
Yes.
Okay. So for you, for these simple herbs, it's just going to be a 7 copper pieces, please.
I get some thyme, I get some, basically a little of that. It's all cooking spices.
Yeah,
You're
you-
getting spell components. I'm getting cooking spices.
Yeah, you're gonna get Scarborough Fair here. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and
Yeah.
thyme.
I'm basically refilling my cooking
Yeah.
equipment.
So you get a little
Here's
bit.
one I always like to use. This is Mrs. Dash.
Ooh, basil.
Oh, is that
Parsley, too.
peppers?
Oh yes, I have a few peppers here.
I like to get a couple of those.
Okay.
Years of having a pepper.
All right. And she packages up these spices for you, and the peppers. The peppers are actually fresh. She has them in a pot,
Yeah.
and she packages them up. And she goes, okay, for the lot, it's gonna be 2 gold.
Thank you. Here you go.
Yep.
One thing I've learned over the years as an adventurer is spices are your friend. Particularly if you need some really bad stuff.
Well, that is
Oh yeah, you meet some fairly bad stuff out adventuring. I've heard we only see very few adventurers come by. They usually come out from the bank.
We topped out at a
In the
magic
middle,
stronghold up north.
in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah. There is that little outpost in the middle of nowhere up there.
Yeah, we popped up
Upper
near there. By the
okay.
way, if you want to adventure north again, we took care of the bandits when it's gathering ingredients.
Oh, awesome. All right, I will definitely pass the word along. Lots of people come here. The wives all come here looking for their spices, so I'll let them know to pass the word along.
I just had a genius
I do
idea.
appreciate it. Prestidigitation,
Or-
after all, only goes so far.
I just had a genius idea for if I was running a campaign with bandits. What you do is you get a small group of incompetents, say like 5
Mhm.
people, to act as the famous bandits on the trail.
Mhm.
You have them go out, get either murdered or captured, and have the public, the city know, hey, the bandit problem is fixed. There's no more bandits on the northern trail. These people went and killed all of them.
And
Captured them.
then you
And then you bandit the heck out of anybody that comes up the trail.
doesn't last. Oh, you can only do it a couple times though.
Yeah, you can only do it a couple times, but maybe once every like couple of years. But
Per town.
yeah, or being downtown. But that would totally work. You should be like, hey, look, oh, the bandit situation got fixed.
Why don't I screw that up?
Anyway,
What happened?
The camera started falling.
No,
so
camera,
let's go ahead and get back in
don't
the boat
fall.
and continue off.
Back on the boat.
Back on the boat. Back on the boat. Back on the boat. We're back
Quiet.
on the boat.
Okay, there's 108.
Don't you have school tomorrow?
No,
It's summer.
it's summer meat. Back on the boat.
May.
Alrighty.
No one makes me song.
You get too annoying, your
Also,
father will
I
make you
forgot
go
to-
to your room.
I do ask some of the people if there are any good books on sailing.
You ask about books, and you kind of get the.
Can I
Huh?
get some tips on how to sail?
Oh, if you're gonna sail into the wind, make sure you go side to side. We call it tacking.
Thank you. And basically, I converse with some of the people there for like an hour or two.
Yeah, and they.
get a really quick lesson on better sailing.
Yeah, no, they give you some tips and some directions, and you want to make sure your sail's just at the right angle,
Yeah.
and you're gonna want to turn it quick if you're tacking. So you're gonna want to have one person on each end so that you can move it.
Thanks. Okay. Better excuse for it so I can, when I'm rolling well.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the boat. We start traveling south again.
Alrighty. You guys, it's actually southwest. Yep. So you get back on the boat, and I think it is almost 11, and this is actually probably a pretty good place to leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shall we?
We've been going 3.5 hours.
Yeah, and I have some stuff I need to attend to.
And you have to be at work stupid early in the morning.
I'm being at work super early in the morning.
Yeah.
Goodbye, people.
Yes, goodbye, Patty. I see that you're here in chat. I'm sorry you came in at the end.
We start at 7:30.
Yes, we do. We usually start around 7:30. And, yeah, we'll be back again next week and probably with some more information about what we're going to do for the stream going on from here because things are going to change. Yeah, you're going to die about 1,000 times.
Yeah. I'm gonna die, but I always come back.
You can die if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
But that's kind of what you did.
You can die if you want to. I don't know the rest of the words.
Shut up. Get after we split the what's we all get 169 gold.
Yay!
We
Yay!
got 900 gold from selling the ship. That's a lot of gold. We went ahead and just split that up. Because we totaled up to 1,018 in the pot. Because when we sold all the little stuff, the 55 that was already there, we can split it up again. So there's now 173 in the community pot.
Okay, so we each get 169.
I don't know what I'm
Yes.
doing.
Okay, great.
Alright, so what did we get? 173 each?
No, we got 169 each. The communal pot has 173.
Wow.
I put the remainder in the pot.
Okay.
Okay. And Tyrus gets some too?
Additional 169?
Are you,
Top
were
of
you
what we
including,
already got
are you
earlier?
including
Yes.
Tyrus?
Well, it's divided up by between 5 people.
Oh, 5 people, so you're not including the druid.
Okay.
No, the
Oh, the druid is 5. That's right.
Yeah.
Derp.
No, Reggie is not included. Neither is
Shara.
yeah. Actually, should we give
Are we
each of them a
still
half share?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
We
good.
should
Shara's
pay them
like,
for their work,
I'm
John.
so
No, we should
broke.
not pay them for their work.
Shara's like, I'm so broke. Broke performer. How typical.
You're my ward.
It's
I
only
take care of all your needs. Do you have not? You don't have a need that I haven't met yet.
All
No.
great artists needs to suffer for their art. If you were too comfortable, you wouldn't be creative.
Thank you.
Anyway,
I can't. Ow!
Careful. Don't step on plugs.
We didn't check to see if there was anything that
Yeah.
any special containers I could put the staff in.
There aren't
Yeah,
any special
okay.
containers here for that. This is way too small town.
Oh, okay. Do they have at least a box that's staff shaped that they could, like, as some sort of lock?
Not unless you want a full crate. Just like a big crate. Yeah, no.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you
Go to
doing,
bed.
child?
I'm just chilling.
You're so tired that you become delusional. Go to sleep.
No.
we're about to put game anyway. So
Yeah.
She gets newfig when she's tired.
I do what
Alright,
I
who-
fucking
who-
want.
Come on,
Maeve.
yo.
Out of here. You're pissing everybody off.
Alright, who wants XP?
I do.
Most of the people.
I need it.
John, would you break down my XP for me?
I've lagged behind and I need more.
Please.
You have your character sheet there.
Did I not fucking make you dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Have I not cleaned the house?
Yes.
Do I not raise our annoying children?
after you call it.
You will collect my XP for me.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay. Alright,
See
before we
that?
have domestic
It's not
abuse
an
here.
offer.
Alright, so it's gonna be 360 XP each. And then anybody that did a bribe gets another 100.
I gave you 2 bribes.
You did, so you get
I
200.
gave you 0 bribes.
I'm well aware of that.
360?
Maeve gave her
Yeah,
Thin Mints.
360.
Maybe the Thin Mint
You weren't in
Oreos.
this game.
So everybody gets 360. You, Maeve,
Yeah.
you will get 160. You get 260 because of the bribe.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and play Skyrim now.
Okay. Good.
When is next level?
I don't have that book.
I actually do have that. I'll check
Oh,
it.
actually, how much was the XP for last game?
We already did that. We did that.
I forgot to write it down.
Yeah, we did that when you got here.
Let's see. XP, 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 XP. Don't give a shit about human
It's in the
traits.
beginning.
I know, I'm almost there. Found it. What are you looking to get to? Level 5?
I don't know what level I'm at right at the moment.
How much XP do you have?
4,861.
You're level 4.
I'm level 4.
Level 5 is at 65,000.
I'm not sure if I've leveled up to
6,500.
level 4. I may have. What time is, when do you get an ability bonus?
Level 4.
Okay, so I've already leveled up.
Yeah.
So when's level 5?
6,500.
6,500.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's it for our game tonight, folks. Hope everybody that's still here enjoyed yourselves while we were here. And my quirky accents, which no, Patty was not the Farah accent. It was Minnesota, not Ireland. Alright.
I don't know, the apothecary was very Irish.
It was rather Irish, wasn't it?
Yes. The old man was Minnesota. The apothecary was definitely Irish.
Point. Okay.
Point made.
Alright. Well, everybody take care. Anybody that's still here, we will see you next week, and we will have further news about when we're going to be moving the game to and what we're going to be doing with it. Alright, take care, and good night. Wave bye.
Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't